Are you listening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Running Wrestling Podcast, powered by Glitch Energy, a proud member of the Chair Shot Sports Media Group. I am your host, Big Mike, and I am joined, as always, by my brother, Sped Rock. What's going on, Sped Rock?
Yo, man, we just had a great discussion. Where's Stampede? Stampede, are you in here? Stampede, I need you real quick because Mike got a funny joke for you.
That wasn't even a joke. That's a real thing.
No, the way you say the country, that was the joke.
Oh, Canada?
There it is.
Yeah, I used to make people mad doing that. That's funny. For anybody who's here on YouTube, we were behind the scenes on Twitch, and we had a little bit of a discussion. Apparently, there's an Oak Island, North Carolina.
Yep.
And the only Oak Island I know is in Canada, because I've seen it on the TV show. They got a whole TV show about it. Apparently, there's treasure there, from what they say. Those guys have been searching for treasure for like decades and hadn't found anything yet, but they're determined that there's treasure there.
Yeah, apparently there's booby traps everywhere.
Booty traps.
Whatever, man. Protect that treasure. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, we are here at the Run. We're already off the rails. It's our first show. It's at early time, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. It's going to kind of be the new thing. For those of you who know me, I started a new job that I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to be a little earlier. Plus, better time for everybody else. I know a few people have to go to bed when we have longer shows, which we do because we talk a lot, as you can see. I like to run my mouth. What we're here for.
I do too.
Apparently, President FDR was invited. I do remember them talking about that.
I
there at
did
Oak
not know
Island.
that. Did not know that.
I remember them saying that. It's part of like the intro, like the intro thing, like our awesome intro.
Yeah.
Their intro is not as awesome, but it does mention FDR used to go up there and hunt some treasure.
You see, only reason why I know that show is because they something it gets played at the VA or something, or my kid's doctor's appointment. I don't know, but bada bing, bada boom.
Ariel? We will say hello to a few people in the audience. Ariel, how are you doing tonight? You saw Lady Alpha with the FDR trivia.
That's dope, though.
The aforementioned TC with the Oak Island knowledge. That's Oak Island, North Carolina. I'm the one with the Oak Island Canada knowledge. So there you go, up there in old Canada. Shout out to Stampede, who competed for our crown, AEW crown. What's that behind your head there, Sped? Crowns. That looks a little different.
Yeah. So for the fourth time, I am now the WWE King, predictions King. I lost my damn. Hey, so you were real close. You were close. You needed the Bucks to win, and if the Bucks would have won, you would be king today.
Damn you, Matt and Nick Jackson.
Yeah, and I picked them too.
Of course, if they had won, it still would have been Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. But
yeah,
not
anymore. No more. Hear ye.
No, you know.
Oh man.
We will be saying hello to everyone else throughout the show who joins us, as we do every time. But we will get into the reason why we are here. Look, it was a huge weekend. One of the biggest weekends in wrestling probably ever.
Yeah.
It's fair, right? Maybe ever.
Been a while.
I don't remember that many shows, especially in North America, because I know like New Japan has run shows congruent with WWE shows a few times, but I mean, just everybody complains about the counter programming and everything, but we really had one of the biggest weekends in wrestling ever.
Yeah, no, we did.
Not everybody liked everything, and that's fine. You don't have to like everything. I personally thought all 4 shows were good. Saturday night's main event surprised me a little bit, which was good because I didn't think that one was going to be all that good. So there's that. We will get into every single one of them coming up here, starting with the aforementioned All In Texas, where Sped Oh, lost his crown. Oh, poor
Oh
Shay.
man,
He lost his crown.
I'm crying a little bit
Spoiler,
on the inside. All
he
right,
didn't win his crown back.
I didn't win my crown back. I didn't keep my crown. I lost the crown. All right, but no, God, man, this thing lived up to the hype, and I think it went above the hype. You know, when can we say that we really have a WrestleMania feel?
I don't know that I'm going to say it outlived the hype because the hype was there.
The hype was there.
And I think it lived up to it. I don't know that I would say it exceeded it because it's hard to when people were calling it what was going to be the greatest wrestling show ever.
No, wow, I didn't hear people.
That.
I don't think I was in that room on that one, but no,
I mean, you were because the room was called Twitter.
Oh,
you were in there. You probably just didn't see it because it's a very crowded room. There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah,
maybe you just didn't. You weren't on that side of the room,
or I was just like,
but you were definitely there.
It's probably someone I've already muted that just constantly spews out bull crap. But no, I love this. I love this this right here. Like I said, when was the last time we actually had a WrestleMania feel in July or any time outside of WrestleMania season?
I mean, it'd have to be one of the SummerSlams because I know SummerSlam's usually late July, early August.
Yeah.
So, I mean, think of any of the really large, really big time SummerSlams that we've had in the past, maybe.
Maybe
other than that, not really.
Brock Lesnar versus Cena, where Lesnar destroyed Cena in like 5 minutes with nothing but suplexes. Dead. That's probably the last one I could think of. Honestly, that was big. But this right here, man, all around, it was hard to give any match lower than a 7 in my book. Any match, everything lived up to my expectations. The Fatal 4-Way match that randomly came about lived up to my expectations. It was great. It was amazing all around.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I loved it, and unfortunately, I was caught in one of those where I was watching both at the same time. Thank you, Stampede. If you know, you know. So I was watching them both. That was on the laptop while Great American Bash was on the TV. Yeah, I actually think I shared a picture of that. That's how I was watching it. And I will say, as much as I have defended the quote unquote counter programmer or whatever, it did take a little bit away that I was watching it on mute because I had this. And for some reason, the stream I was watching, the sound kind of got messed up every so often.
Every now and again. Yep.
So I ended up putting it on mute and putting the TV sound on. So I was listening to Great American Bash while I was watching it. So that did take away a little bit. You know, people think commentary doesn't make a difference until you watch something on mute, and then you realize commentary does make a difference.
Huge difference.
So
even when you watch it live, you're like, "Whoa, hold on here. This is nice, but I don't hear what the hell's Cole saying." Yeah.
And we will start off with the first match on AEW All in Texas that we will go over. And one of the biggest, well, I won't say the biggest surprise, my favorite surprise of the night, Athena wins the women's casino gauntlet match and now has a contract to compete for the AEW title anytime she wants. Thank you, Tony Khan.
Yeah, thank you big time.
I need more Athena on my TV.
You've been saying that for months now, man.
I've been saying that forever. Even when she was in WWE, I needed more. And of course, then I needed more Ember Moon because that was her name in WWE.
Yep.
But now I need more Athena. Get her off of Ring of Honor. Put her on some television. I want to see her. And now I get to see her. So thank you, Tony Khan, for, if nothing else, having Athena win the gauntlet. I'm so excited for what I hope is going to be her versus Toni Storm because she can cash it at any time. It's kind of like the Money in the Bank contract. Speaking of Stampede, what's going on, Stampede? There he is, our resident wrestling encyclopedia coming in.
I texted. Did you? I don't know if he got my text, but I texted him something about the men's casino match lasting 2 matches over what Great American, or was it what Great American? Yeah, NXT. What NXT was doing. And I was hoping he would say something back about it, but I don't think he's seen it. But that crap was hilarious to me. I saw like it was 2 matches to 1 men's casino match to like 2 matches plus ad breaks.
Well, to be fair, the casino gauntlet had what I can't remember. Then
37?
Stampede let me know. It had a ton of people in it.
We
I
did.
don't know if it's 37. I
No,
know
no,
it
I
was
thought
at
you meant
least
minutes.
15 to
I
20.
thought you meant minutes wise. Because I thought at
Oh,
one point
yeah.
they were like one guy was in there for 31, 32 minutes, and then he kept talking. But that was this match.
Well, it'd have to be it would have to be MJF or Briscoe because they were 1 and 2.
That's who I was just thinking of. This match
2 and
though,
1. Briscoe was one.
the ending where I can't remember who in a roll up, but they were in a pinning condition, and then she turns around, bam, right there with that beautiful finisher that she had.
It was Mina, wasn't it? I think Mina was trying to roll somebody up, and she hit the O face on Mina.
Yeah, see, I didn't write that down. I wrote down, the Chris Bane power bomb, the Chris Stratlander power bomb on everybody. I wrote all that down, but that freaking when she hit that, I was like, holy crap, that's instant right there. I was like, yo,
best
champion.
finishing move.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love it.
I don't care if it's a man, it's a woman. I don't care if it's a dog.
Yep.
Best finishing move in the business.
I love it. It's a beautiful move.
Why she's one of my favorites. I'm excited to see more of her on TV. Her and Tony Storm will be a freaking classic, just like the one that we'll talk about here in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, give me more of that, Tony Khan. Thank you, sir.
Please.
But not to be outdone, the men also had their gauntlet match, and as kind of expected, MJF wins again. Great match. A lot of well, not really. I wouldn't say a lot of surprises. A couple. One of which you see up there on the top right. Juice Robinson coming back, although nobody knows it because I didn't recognize the dude. Again, watching it on mute, didn't hear the commentary, so I was like, "Who the hell is that?"
So did you see the Gun Brothers?
I saw them come out after, and then that's when I realized who it was. But when he was coming down the ramp, they had 14 in the men's.
34 minutes. That's what it was. Okay.
Thank you, Stampede. That's why he is our resident wrestling encyclopedia. But yeah, when he came down, I was watching it again. I was like, "Who the hell? I've never seen that guy before." And then I saw the other guys come out. I'm like, "Oh shit! I didn't realize that's who that was."
Yeah.
That dude looks completely different.
But the way that match ended, though, man.
First enough, he looks a lot like Bo Dallas.
He does.
That's the main thing I noticed.
Yeah, that's what my wife goes. Hold on, wait a minute. Did Bo just jump ship? I was like, no, babe, that's Juice. And she was like, who the hell is Juice? And I showed her a video of what he was doing and stuff. And she goes,
the Juice is
oh. She goes, oh, that's the Bang Bang. What was it? The Bang Bang Scissor
Bang
Gang.
Bang Gang.
No, she said the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I was like, no, that's a different one. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, no, I like the ending of this one too, though. Think about how this worked. You got Briscoe doing his brother's finisher. He connects. Okay, 1, 2, and here comes MJF, rolls his ass up. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that tells me there's a few things that you can do down the line with Briscoe versus MJF. All right, especially if you want to give Briscoe a real shot at that title.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do that. Hopefully they do that. I wouldn't mind Briscoe in Hangman, to be honest.
Oh God, yeah, God, that would be so brutal though. Briscoe don't quit, man. He keeps going. He keeps going, and that's the problem. That's not a problem, but that's his thing. Those boys, they never stop. They reach for the sky, and they really do. Yeah.
No, I mean, great. Again, very entertaining.
Yes.
Not as many surprises in both Casino gauntlets that I expected more surprises, I guess.
Harley Cameron came back. Made a return.
Yeah, she wasn't technically in the match. She did make an appearance though, with the new mask.
Yes.
With the little cat looking mask. That was really cool.
I thought that was cool
and
the
promo she cut, or the backstage promo with her and Anna Jay, was flipping hilarious. Have you seen that?
Yes, that was
where she comes in with the Bane voice.
Yeah, that crap was funny.
Freaking hilarious.
Yes.
She may be the funniest person in all of AEW.
I gotta watch that one. What Stampede just said, MJF.
The Marigold.
Yeah.
MJF's challenge, the CMLL one.
Yeah. Heavy.
The
I
light
love the way-
heavyweight championship.
Heavyweight. But no. I found this funny. Brody King yelling, "You're dead, Max," before he hit the freaking cannonball in the corner had me rolling. All right. He was really trying to kill Max the whole time. I was like, oh my God.
As he should.
It's like Brody King's a beast, man. I love it.
But there again, that's another feud that can happen coming out of this. I mean, that's,
oh yeah. There's a lot of things that can happen out of this right here, which is great.
And what's up, Herb Jr. and Herb Sr.? Welcome to the Run Wrestling Podcast. We appreciate you coming in. You can catch the Urban Rush Podcast every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
They are a great college football and really just a little bit of everything. They have a Thursday. They have a Saturday night show that's on at 7:30 where they just kind of talk. Kind of similar to what we do. There's not a lot of wrestling unless there's a PLE on because they are watching wrestling now. So, but yeah, go check them out. Go subscribe to their podcast. What's going on, Isaiah? Welcome in. Appreciate it. And look, I appreciate you guys coming down. I know it's the first week we've gone live this early. I appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
And changing the times with us. Hopefully this will be our new time slot going forward. And yes, this whole pay-per-view was a banger.
Yes, it was. It was great, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I barely watched Great American Bash until the next day, and then I went back and watched it. I was like, okay, this pay-per-view, this PLE was a lot better than I thought. You know.
And while we've got everybody in here, I do want to put a shout out that I did on the behind the scenes, but I will do it here now. Guys, if you watch us, you saw the show we had last week for Evolution. Well, one of those ladies, Lady Alpha, who's been here day one with us, you see her in every comment. She was on screen with us last week. Her and a friend of ours named Autumn are starting a new wrestling podcast. It is the Wrestling Divas podcast. So make sure, please go subscribe to them. They just started that up today. I was actually the first ever subscriber to the channel. Please go follow that. Subscribe to them. They will be an incredible wrestling show, mainly WWE. They fairly new to watching wrestling again. They used to watch it and have both gotten back into it, wanted to do a podcast, and they have started that up. So please go check them out. Not sure yet when show times or anything like that's going to be. We will keep you updated on that because we always like to support all of our friends. And Lady Alpha, obviously being a day one supporter of ours, I definitely want to return the favor and support her. So please go and subscribe. All right. Next up, we have my not so favorite match of the day, the one that cost me the crown. Which is why I am not wearing a beautiful AEW crown like that. It is the Young Bucks, who are no longer EVPs and lose to Swerve and Ospreay. And again, an incredible match.
Great match.
As much as I was frustrated with the outcome, I wasn't as frustrated when it happened because I didn't realize that was going to cost me the entire show.
That's what made me mad too.
So.
It was a great match. Did you notice JoJo though? You probably didn't hear her singing because you were on.
Yeah, no, I saw her. I saw her singing Swerve Out.
Yeah, that was dope.
I thought that was cool. They even had, I guess, what looked like fireflies behind her. I didn't catch the fact that they were fireflies behind her when I was watching it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
it was really cool.
But Nicholas and Matt.
Nope. No longer Nicholas and Matthew. It's just Matt and Nick.
Nick and Matt. Took 20 damn minutes. I timed them. All right, it was around 20 minutes to get to the ring. All right, it took a boat.
I think they got stuck. I don't know that they exactly knew how to work that scissor lift. You could tell they were both trying to stomp on a pedal or something.
Yeah.
I think they legit got stuck.
Yeah, well, it took
in the entrance, which made it even funnier. The fact that if they got stuck made it even better.
Because I was sitting there.
Because that's hilarious.
But look. The whole bloody match. I don't care. The pictures don't do this justice in this. Nick and Matt showed why they're a true tag team. Throughout, they were the better tag team. Yes, you got Ospreay who never quits. You got Swerve who never quits. But Nick and Matt don't quit either. You know, and this whole match was back and forth, back and forth. At the end, I was like, dude, no. As soon as Nick and Matt lost, I did that whole Key and Peele sketch where I took my book and I said, "Son of a bitch," and I was mad. Oh man, but Isaiah's right. Isaiah's right. You know, it's called. This was a show stealing match. One of my favorite matches of the night. But man, I was super nettled when the Bucks lost.
Yeah, I mean, again, eventually it led to me losing the crown there. If you have not guessed yet, neither one of us, we will let you figure out who won the crown at the end, but you know it's not me and Sped. So
Yeah.
we will get to the end where we find out the crowd. And Lady Alpha, no, you don't have to apologize. We didn't need anything from you. We were just trying to shout out your podcast that you guys are starting and trying to get everybody to go subscribe to you. That's all. We wanted to make sure we showed support just like you've supported us from day one. So we also wanted to support you from day one of your podcast. So we wanted to return that favor. That's all we were saying. What's going on, Nate? Welcome in. Yo. That may be a new thing. I like that. Yo. Let's see. Next up is, speaking of classics, man, the women's world title match between Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm. Complete honesty, I did not get a chance to watch this entire match because I had some technical difficulties coming on. I did get to watch the majority of it. What I saw was amazing. I didn't get to see I saw the very end, but I didn't get to see the lead up to the very end. But I'll let you fill me in on the rest of it. But again, what I saw, an amazing match, and with two of the best women's wrestlers in the world.
Oh my God. Okay, first off, when did baseball get cheerleaders? I watch baseball all the time. Okay,
Baseball's had cheerleaders.
We don't have them in Atlanta. Apparently, we got. I don't know, man. The 6-shooters. Okay, that was cool though. The CEO coming out like that, I thought that was phenomenal. All right, that was cool. But you said you saw all the way up to the end, right? The ending was free.
Well, I didn't get to see the build up sequence to the end. I saw the very end where she did the Stormbreaker off the middle rope.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I didn't see the build up to that. That's where I was having some technical difficulty.
Oh, the build up was just basically they 9 out of 10. See, I had it 9.5 out of 10. This was my match of the night. I'm sorry. This match stole the whole damn night. For me though,
I don't know, that's tough.
Three Storm Zeros, and then Moné kicks out. Okay, and then she climbs up to the top, and then hits another Storm Zero a few minutes later. Boom. That's how it pretty much ended. Like with the knees to the face right here. You see it right there. Boom. All that good stuff. But dude, I'm telling you, this match, oh my God. I think I texted TC. I think it was TC I texted. Or if not, if it wasn't TC, it was definitely Esteban. But one of those two, and I texted him saying, I think they watched All In last night. They watched that from Evolution. I was like, I think they watched this match right here. This is the match they watched. That's why Evolution it seemed like they were trying to stack it and be better than anything. And this is the match to me that stole the whole damn weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely in consideration. I don't know that I would put it over the main event. And I don't know if over the weekend that I would put it over. I don't know, man. That Io Rhea was pretty amazing too.
That was a great match. Don't get in the cash in, and we'll get to that later. That was
I'm just gonna say that. I mean, that was a great match too.
Purely from all standpoints. Okay, this match had everything that you wanted. All right, it was a straightforward match. Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. And this was a straightforward match. There was no, except for what's his name? What's the dude out there on the outside? What's his name that always walks with her? I can't remember his name right now. Uncle Fester. That guy.
I know you're talking about. I can't remember the guy's name either.
That guy. The only thing, he helped out a couple of times, but he never really got involved. In other matches you saw, there's a lot of
Luther.
Luther. I was close. Uncle Luther. I called him Uncle Fester. Damn it.
I don't know that you were close at all. I mean, they both had an R in it, I guess.
They both are bald. All right. But he really didn't get involved, though. And that's what made me like this match a lot more. Yes, the whole, when we get to it, I'll explain why that was number 2 in my book on the weekend. But yes, this right here stole the whole damn weekend for me.
That's fair. I can look. I'm not going to argue with it. That's that. I obviously I had a different one.
No, yeah, no, I
but you know, that's what wrestling's all about.
love
Different things for everybody. You know
Love it.
that, but saying that doesn't, you know, saying this wasn't my favorite match of the weekend doesn't take away from it. It was still
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Luther.
Exactly. They both have letters in there. Oh, kind
So
of the
it's kind-
same.
They're both bald, right? And like pasty.
They both end in an R, so you had that one right.
Yeah, I mean,
Esther Luther. There you go.
Yeah.
That one. There's your.
both
there's
wearing
your
black.
starting point.
they both wear black.
But
yeah.
that's not what you said. But
Oh
anyway.
no, I'm trying to make comparisons now.
Next up, we have again another amazing match that we will say that a lot for at least a couple of these shows. The brand new AEW Unified Championship. Still hate the name. Love
Yeah.
the belt. It's a nice looking belt. Hate the name. But surprisingly, I think at least to me, Kazuchika Okada now your new Unified Champion. What were your thoughts on this one?
I love this match. I really did. I was like, holy crap. Because I went back the night before and watched their last match that they had in New Japan. And I wanted to understand the story now, you know? So I went back and watched a few more, you know? Honestly, and I'm not, Stampede's going to disagree on this because he's watched them. He understands those matches. He gave it an 8.5. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I didn't think it was better than a lot of the other matches that, you know, I have ranked higher. But I love this match. Like I said, it was really hard to give it below a 7. AEW All In my book. Very hard to give it a 7. But like, think about it in this perspective. Okada was he was on fire. He was making it rain with the rainmakers, man. Boom. And then he at one point like push Omega into the side, where his ribs into the side of the what's that called? The commentary table. And like the whole time you can see Omega actually gasping for air, like,
Well,
oh,
I mean,
God.
but they've played off. I mean, and rightfully so. They've played off the midsection for
Yeah.
for Omega
Yeah.
ever since he's come back. Because obviously he had the diverticulitis, had
Yep.
2 feet of intestines removed, and we've all heard that. He definitely sells the midsection very well.
Yeah.
And I get it. I've never having that surgery. I don't know if it would still affect you after this many, because it's been what, a year and a half, 2 years now. But obviously, you know, more power to him. He's selling the shit out of that, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it plays very well into the history of what he's gone through.
Oh, I love it.
Kind of the same. Well, I won't mention that yet. Is it the source subject? Well, I was going to compare it to somebody else, but it's going to make me sad. We'll get to it here in a minute. Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about.
I don't think it's as good as some of the other matches they've had, but I mean, look, they're a lot older. They can't do a lot of the crazy things
I thought
they
it was
used
great.
to, or they probably could, but they may kill each other trying to do it at this age. But I mean, it's a different match. It's still incredible.
Yep.
I mean, I could see where it's an 8.5. I don't know that I put a grade on it when I watched it. I just knew it was incredible. I'm not smart enough to sit there and watch it and break it down and put some kind of number grade on it. I can tell you whether I thought it was good or not, and I thought it was great. So
I feel that.
next up, the tag team title match. The Hurt Syndicate retains, but that's obviously not the big story of the night. We do get the return of Cope at the end after Christian Cage apparently has been
A bad dad.
divorced and Nick
Yo.
Wayne's been emancipated, I guess, is
Twice.
the son of so
Oh my
no longer a
God.
part of the patriarchy. It's just now Christian Cage again.
Go find yourself.
Cope comes out and says, "Go find yourself." And I thought they kind of the stick with the nails sticking out of it. Don't know that those were real nails. I think he ended up dragging it across the canvas, and I saw the nails do like that. And whatever, it looked good on TV for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's huge stuff coming from Nick Wayne. I didn't get a chance to see all the promo from last night on Dynamite that they cut. I've seen bits and pieces. Apparently, whatever I saw was really good. He's been great in the ring forever now. And it's interesting to see. Obviously, I think it's going to lead to Cope and Cage, which is really a better name than Edge and Christian when you think about it. I know Edge and Christian's the historical name that everybody sees, but Cope and Cage isn't bad.
No, Cope and Cage is actually a good name.
Yeah. So, but as far as the match, it was a good match. I'm kind of with Stampede. It was one of the lower matches of the night for me.
Yep.
The right team won. The Hurt Syndicate needed to win and retain. So, yeah. What'd you think?
I agree. Like I said, it was hard for me to give it under a 7. This one definitely hit a 7 for me. But with that being said, is Edge? I'm sorry. Is Cope gonna take his time?
I mean, I literally said the dude's name like 4 times before you went. So.
Yeah, I know, but it's still. Is he gonna take like 30 more years to get to the ring? I mean, if wrestling wasn't staged, like we all know it is, acting, that dude's head would have been caved in 6 or 7 different times. Okay,
I noticed that too. I thought about that when I saw it. They're going for the concerto, and then he comes out again on mute. So when he came out is the first time I saw it, and then I saw him jet to the side like he normally is. I'm like, dude, he's about to get his head crushed.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? Like, hold on, wait a second. Don't hold the chair. I gotta go say hey to these people over here.
Yeah, I go woo. All right, now I can help you. Yeah.
And look, for anybody watching that may be one of the WWE crazies, that's not a dig on AEW because plenty of people have done it in WWE too.
Oh God, yeah.
So I don't want to see that pop up online talking about that being part of it.
Listen,
but it was funny.
I talk about Randy Orton taking 35 minutes to walk to the damn ring every time. All right, I get it. It's his shtick. It was the Undertaker shtick too. But not everybody needs to take one step like this.
No, it wasn't the worst they've ever. I've seen Jey Uso try to come out, and Jimmy Uso try to come out to try to save people in WWE, and it takes them forever because they do the same thing. Like Jey Uso tried to do it the other day and like stopped and yeeted on the way out.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but he did.
He did.
Because if not, he could have come out any other time during. I mean, he could have came out on the pre-show with FTR because that's who he's got beef with. He came out to then because he wanted to tell Cage to go find himself. So I get what he said, but obviously that's why he came out there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why is he in a tag team? He's coming out after the tag team match in a feud that he hasn't been around. He's been around the FTR feud. So still a funny moment. Still great to see those two in the ring together. Cage can go find himself now, come back and team with Cope, and then they'll go after FTR, probably after FTR faces the Syndicate for the titles, maybe beats them for the titles, and then you get FTR versus Cope and Cage for the title. That would be very interesting and very good storytelling. So that's probably where we're going with there after Christian goes on his sabbatical and finds himself. Next up, the TNT Championship, which obviously a roller coaster of emotions. For this one, you had Adam Cole come out before the match, give a very heartfelt speech about him not being cleared to wrestle. There have been rumors come out, or reports come out, that he was actually considering retirement, even though he said he wasn't. That he had thought about it before he came out there. Obviously, ultimately has decided not to officially retire yet, but is going to be away for a while. It has come out also that it's apparently a concussion that has him out this time. And just one of the best talents who've been, I'm not going to say injury prone, but has had a few injuries in his career. He's been unlucky. Probably a better way to say it. And again, had to relinquish that title. We'll get to the match here in a second. which again is kind of like the apex of the roller coaster, which is why again it was a roller coaster of emotions. I'll let you we'll say what you want to say about sorry
No, you
about
good.
Adam Cole, but yeah, I mean definitely prayers to him. Hopefully that hopefully he gets better and is able to come back because like I said, this is what he's loved and what he's wanted to do since he was a kid. So.
Yeah. All right. Look, I follow him on Twitch. I get on his streams a lot, and I agree with you, Stampede, on that. I follow him on Twitch, and I get on his streams, man, and there's I hope he gets better. I really do. I watched that guy from Ring of Honor to NXT to now AEW, and it's really, really bad when you watch a guy like Cowboys fans understand this bigger than anyone. Troy Aikman, right? Concussion after concussion after concussion. And it ultimately, yeah, you guys got 3 titles out of it, but it hurt his career in the long run. If this is a concussion thing, I hope he does what's best for him, all right, and not what's best for us fans, all right, because what's best for us fans is being there for him no matter what. So go follow him over on Twitch. I think it was Hogs, HOGGS or something like that. And go watch him over. Chugs.
CHUG.
Yeah.
CHUGGS. Chugs.
Yes. And then he has a Sonic freaking logo on his thing. It's really cool. All right. You watch his stuff, it's really cool.
Yeah, he still does or still did a lot of stuff with Xavier Woods from WWE.
Yeah,
on Up, Down.
Yep.
There's a group of 4 of them. It's him, Prince Pretty, or Tyler Breeze, Chugs, Adam Cole, and then Claudio Castagnoli is part of it as well. It's just called The Party. They do a lot of stuff together. It's really entertaining too. So yeah, definitely go follow all of them on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So
they do some good
hopefully
stuff.
he will be able to pass the time by doing some gaming and stuff. He obviously may take a break just to get over everything. But yeah, definitely go follow him. But as all roller coasters do, you start that climb back up. You go tick, 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 as it makes its way to the apex, and then the sheer joy of hitting that apex and coming over. Everybody throws their hands up, and we have a new TNT champion, none other than Dustin Rhodes. Again, like Stampede said, a feel-good moment. He's obviously from Texas. They were in Texas. He's had a storied career and wins singles gold in AEW for the first time ever with that TNT championship. Well-deserved. And again, another great match. All 4 of the competitors they put in there, him, Sammy Guevara, Kyle Fletcher, and Daniel Garcia, all did really well, especially under the circumstances. It was obviously thrown together last second. Again, shout out to Dustin and Sammy for pulling triple duty because they had a match at Ring of Honor. They had the match on the pre-show and then this match. So they did 3 matches in 2 days, all of which were very physical.
Yeah, all good too.
A lot going on, and all were really good. And he is now a triple champion. They are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions with him and Guevara. The Sons of Texas are the Ring of Honor Trios Champions, and now he is a TNT champion. So yeah, Dustin, triple champion, singles champion for the first time. Great feel-good moment after a great match. What do you think?
I thought it was great for him to win. He's on Ring of Honor. TNT Championship is always on Ring of Honor anyway.
What's going on, Zach?
But no, I thought this was a good move. I was hoping Sammy would win it in the long run, or Fletcher, one of the two. But now you can set up a lot of things, with Dustin and Dustin Fletcher, Dustin Sammy.
Well, it seems like we're setting up Dustin and Fletcher after what happened on Dynamite, because Fletcher specifically called him out after his match. And then, wow, Stampede gave it a 5.25. I mean, I guess I could see that with it being thrown together. I mean, I guess the feel-good moment for me would put it higher than that, just because I was so elated when he won. So maybe I'm letting that interfere. Again, that's why I don't do number ratings a lot of times, because I let my emotions tell me more. And it's hard for me to be objective and give it a number. That's more a me thing than anything else. But yeah, I loved it. So next up, we have our main event. which some of the wording there is messed up. That's weird.
Yeah, like I looked at it and I know I made sure all those were good. What
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
fudge?
Sorry, I had to do a little bit of behind the scenes. No worries. The
What?
main event, the AEW, just let it go. The AEW World Title in a Texas Death Match.
Go ahead. I'm good.
No, you're good. I was more speechless about the match. I mean, to me, this was the match of the night on All in Texas. It's a toss up between match of the weekend for me, between this and another match we'll talk about here in a little bit. But this was definitely my match of the night for All In. Just an insane match. I mean, not only is it the match of the weekend for a lot of people it's the match of forever. Like, it's
This
the
was
best
good,
AEW. I've seen people say it was the best AEW match they've ever seen. I've seen people say it's the best wrestling match. I mean, I've seen a lot, and all of it's well deserved. They put on a show. It was amazing. Obviously, there was a lot of shenanigans, as we expected. You had the return of Bryan Danielson, who for some reason came out in a mask.
A blue
Not
mask.
sure why. I'm not sure why I got that. I realized he has done some stuff with CMLL running up to this, so maybe that was an homage to them letting him come out and do some stuff before he actually got put on the main TV. And then all of a sudden, out of the rafters, very Sting-esque, Darby Allin made the trek from the top of the stadium, which seems like it took forever.
It did.
I mean, he was way up there.
He was.
That was a lot longer than I was expecting it to take. And they just kind of showed him, and it's like, okay, here you come.
It was.
Coming.
Yeah.
You even saw Moxley kind of look up, and he's like, okay, you're not here yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, it was incredible for me. Obviously, Stampede agrees. It's his match of the year, or number 2 match of the year. Sorry, 9.75 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, no notes. It was incredible. Nothing could have been done better. Obviously, that I don't think. Even what we were talking about with Darby Allin taking a while to come down out of the rafters, I think that just it gave it a little bit more entertainment value. I would not say that's a knock on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what'd you think of the match? And was it the right decision?
Loved it, and you're right. It was the right decision. After looking at it, I watched this match 3 different times because I went back. I watched the Tony Storm match again. I went back and watched a lot of this again. But this match right here, this was a story throughout that was told beautifully through wrestling, right? And a lot of people don't realize Blue Panther.
It was
nice.
And it does have a connection to CML.
That's dope. But like a lot of people, we put that connection in there with the stories and stuff like that. A lot of people don't look at it like that. They say it's the greatest match they've ever seen, the best match AEW's ever produced. But no one's talking about how this story fits. Just a year ago, Hangman Adam Page was unhinged. The dude was burning people's houses down. The dude was cutting people's head open and drinking the blood.
He still did that.
I know. I'm saying, but he was unhinged. Like the dude was straight up unhinged. And now look at him. He's changed everything around. He said F you to the Bucks. He said F you to the Elite. He's doing things on his own. And he's doing cowboy shit all the time. And look at him now. That moment where he grabbed the briefcase and he had the key and he's trying to unlock it and then he unlocked it and the tears come out. That is why I love pro wrestling.
Yeah. And the promo he cut on Wednesday at the beginning of Dynamite, man,
that was chills.
And I don't want to hear anybody say anything about attendance because yes, there was only like 1,000 something people, but that's how big the building was. But when he came out and gave that speech, that 1,000 people sounded louder than any other show I've heard in a while.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you want to try to bag on them for only having 1,100, 1,200 people, why don't you talk about the fact that those 1,100 or 1,200 people sounded like 100,000 people the way they were cheering for that promo?
Exactly.
That was an amazing promo after that win, and just came out heartfelt and I mean one of the best promos I've heard in a while.
Yeah. Oh, no.
and from the heart every step of the way. Even thanks Swerve, which again kind of goes with what you were saying. The growth that he has had from a year ago, burning Swerve's house down, saying I'm going to kill you. I'll never, we'll never be in on all that. And to now saying, I don't know why you did it, but thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for doing that.
And it was great.
So,
like the growth, man. Like people aren't talking, and that's what I was playing at. He's right. Stampede's right on this.
Yeah.
This match, though, nobody talks about the story. Nobody talks about how Moxley's held that title hostage for what, 10 months?
Since October, I guess.
He's held that title hostage 9 months, 10 months going on. And then, like I said, the part where he opened it up and he started crying and he got to see that belt. And I love the fact that it was DB's or BD's side plates still on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Stampede. And that played into the story. The fact that it was still, Bryan Danielson's side plates, that's part of it because they put it in the briefcase that time. If it had came out, it would have had Moxley side plates on it. It would have, 99% of the people wouldn't notice, but we would have never known. Or we would have known. We would have saw it and we would be like, hey, well, that's kind of weird. Yeah. Yep. That's all part of the story. He was just holding it hostage. Awesome. He didn't change it. Yep. It's been in there ever since that night.
And it was great.
So, yeah. Great story, great match. Great. Amazing pay-per-view. We didn't even talk about the Trios Championship match that they had. The Ops retain over over the Death Riders.
Death Riders,
with Gabe Kidd. You had a very entertaining 0 hour match, 2 or 3 matches on 0 hour. You had the Big Boom AJ match where they got the win over the Don Callis family. The Sons of Texas, all 4 of them, the Von Erichs, Guevara, and Dustin getting the win.
Then we get to see
Kevin Von Erich came out. Kevin Von Erich came out. 100%. That was cool. All of them doing the claw in the middle of the ring. that was really cool. A lot of feel-good moments there. There was another match that I can't remember. It was another multi-man match. Oh, no, the FTR Outrunners match. Yes. That was the other one on the 0 hour. All 3 of those were really good matches. Obviously, they weren't the same level as the other ones. Glad to see FTR get the win again. Even I know Carol wasn't happy they were on 0 hour, but at least they got the win again. Just from start to finish, it may have been the longest pay-per-view in recorded history for wrestling, but it didn't feel like it.
No.
It flowed. It came off great. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And let's do it again, Tony Khan.
Yeah, I was going to say, how smart is Tony Khan for doing it at 3 o'clock and making that bitch last until 10? 7 hours of pure gold. Pure gold. And people still shit on AEW. I don't understand. How are you shitting on AEW? I don't understand.
Because no matter who you are, people are going to shit on something.
I get that, but man,
it's the internet. That's really, and we talk about the IWC. We talk about a lot of that, but it's not just it's the internet in general. There are people out there that if you say you like apples, they're going to say, "Well, why do you hate oranges?"
Yeah, exactly. You're not a banana person. The hell's wrong with you?
And then you're going to have 100 people telling you why apples suck.
And then you're gonna have 100 other people telling you that you're a moron. You should eat apples.
Yeah, unfortunately that's the nature of the internet, which obviously we're a part of. We're on YouTube, we're on X, we're on Twitch. We are a part of the internet. We are trying to fight that. We're trying to be a beacon of light in the sea of hatred and tribalism and everything else, not just for wrestling, for everything. So we're gonna call it out whenever we see it. And unfortunately, that's just the way the society is on the internet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Keyboard warriors, man. Love them.
Speaking of the other side, obviously you had 2 shows from WWE that were about the same time length as this entire show. Starting off with, with that, we do have a new AEW Crown champion. It is no longer Sped. Congratulations to the Ultimate One from the Chokeslam Wrestling Report, who is now our AEW champion. If you follow us on X, you saw he posted about it. I'll let him kind of make his own announcement and his own celebration, and we obviously put it out there. Took that away from Sped there. So congratulations to him. And obviously there's a little bit of a difference behind Sped. I guess that kind of spoils what comes up here in a little bit, but we'll get there when we get there. First up, though, was that first show from WWE on Saturday that we talked about, the Great American Bash. I walked into the Great American Bash as our NXT Predictions Championship. As you see, the Murder Penguin there with the belt. But did I walk out? I guess we'll find out here in a second. First up, you have the Women's North American title match between Sol Ruca and Izzy Dame. And I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It was a good match. I didn't like the finish. I not because of the women involved. I didn't like it because I thought the story should go a different way. I was in my feelings a little type of way because again, I thought, what the hell are we doing with the culling as a group, and what are we doing with Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley as a tag team? You had them that just got put together. It would have made perfect sense for Izzy to win. Yeah, TC, sometimes you just got to not look at stuff. I appreciate you paying attention. But to finish up what I was saying, I just, man, what are we doing? Why is the culling even here? They can't win a championship match to save their life. They've lost 4 championship matches in a row of different types, whether it's the men's North American, the tag teams, the women's North American. I think they've lost a Heritage Cup championship match somewhere in there too. So I would have liked to have seen Izzy win, but more power to Sol Ruca. She's awesome, and it was a great match. What'd you think?
Yeah, okay. First off, I did not enjoy this match as much as you did, apparently, because I only gave it a 6.5 out of 10. I think I was in my feelings too because I picked Izzy to win, and I have the same argument you have. What are we doing with the calling? Yeah. Like Izzy can go. Like, is this all going to end with Sol Ruca versus Zarya? Like, I don't know. I was going to say something. Change. I don't know, man. This match was good. It was great, but again, you're right. I wanted Dame Izzy to win. You wanted Izzy to win. We both are on the same page about this. But that finisher, everybody's right. That's a beautiful finisher, but it is not. Yeah. It is not the best finisher in all of wrestling. Sorry. No. All right.
It's
top 3, top 5.
Yeah, but it's not 1.
No, not 1.
We discussed what number 1 was earlier in the show.
Yes, we did. I think it's Zarya.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter who turns it. I mean, it will probably be Zarya because they want Sol to be that baby face still.
Yep.
Just because she's more money as a face, and Zarya can play a heel better.
See,
look at that.
He gave it a 7 out of 10. He gave it a better one than I did. I gave it a 6.5.
So, yeah, no, I mean, it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Just didn't enjoy the decision.
Yeah, no, that was my problem with it too. But now that we're going to the next match, it's just this one I did not enjoy at all.
Speaking of, Javon Evans does beat Jasper Troy in kind of a grudge match. I actually agreed with the ending. I'm not sure I agree with the match though. I mean, it was okay. It was a decent match. Obviously, this is Jasper Troy's like 4th or 5th television match.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
So it's obviously gonna have some kinks to it. Javon Evans sold his ass off, made Jasper Troy look like a monster, as Booker T would say. I'm glad Javon Evans went over.
Oh wow,
it was okay.
Wow,
yeah, that's kind of surprising too. 7 out of 10 from Stampede. I didn't see that, but again, we've already talked about why I don't do these things. It just wasn't all that great for me.
My thing was okay. So this is how it happened for me. You saw Troy dominating throughout the match. 6 moves later, Evans wins.
Which is fine the way they did it. That's why they did it with the roll up, because it's more of the story is more of Javon is just more experienced and snuck the win out, even though Jasper was obviously dominating. So I get that part of the story. I don't know, just something about the execution. I wasn't thrilled about it.
I just did not like that. I was like, man, you got this young kid this young kid. Both of these kids are young. Don't get it twisted. But Evans has already proven himself a lot more than what Troy has. All right. Evans has got guys like Orton on his back, behind his back, helping him out, And what is Troy? I think Troy needed this win. Yeah, I think we both said Evans. I'm not looking at my notes, but I believe this match just seems slow, very sluggish, and just.
Well, and that's because Jasper Troy led it. I mean, that's because he got most of the offense, and it was a lot more. It's a lot more like a giant match, like you would see back in the day. Exactly. I mean, it wasn't. And if Javon Evans was leading the match and got most of the offense, then he'd be more high flying. And I don't know that Jasper Troy could do that yet.
Speed.
So I mean, that's not in Jasper Troy's repertoire right now. He hasn't learned of that.
I also think this match was hurt by that men's casino match over on AEW, because this is one of the two matches that went through AEW casino match, and I don't know, because I had them both on, watching at the same time like you were, and I was like, I like this match better,
Which is part of the reason people make for not doing counter programming. Because let's face it, this match was nowhere near any match that was on AEW.
No.
And you're watching them at the same time like you and I both did, it's obviously going to make you feel some kind of way about this match, because you're seeing crazy stuff and amazing stuff going on at AEW at the same time while you're also watching this. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I went back and watched all of this again before Evolution, and I just couldn't get into it at all. I'm just like, this match was just. I'm
just not a big Jasper Troy fan, and I'll come out and say that. I mean, he's okay. I'm just not a big fan of his. I didn't think he should have won.
No.
I understand why he won, but I don't know that he should have. I was more confused about the other winner of LFG first season, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
I understood him winning more than I understood the other person winning.
Yeah, no,
even him and Oba. There were okay matches, but I just can't get behind him for some reason. Maybe that'll change.
I feel that.
But a match I can get behind, even though Jasper Troy was still involved with it somehow. The Falls Count Anywhere North American title match between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. Say it with me. Ricky Saints.
Starks. Oh,
sure.
Starks.
Sure.
Saints. I wrote it down right too.
That's why I wanted you to say it with me, so you didn't mess it up this time, because you mess it up every time.
I do.
This was the match of the night on NXT for me. This was the best match at Great American Bash, in my opinion. Great match. I loved everything about it. I agree. I'd put it up there. 8.5 out of 10 from Stampede.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would say it's the right winner, but I don't know that and this is one of the few matches that it doesn't matter who won. There's not a wrong choice.
No.
Because you could have had Saints win, and I'd have been like, okay, we can go somewhere the way Page won, and there's obviously places you can take that too. So it's not like I'm saying it didn't take away from the match that Page won instead of Saints, but I thought Saints would win just because I thought we were doing some other stuff with Page. But yeah, him beating Page up with the flip flop at the sewing station backstage was hilarious. Obviously, it had the violence in it with the chairs and the Ego's Edge into the tables and the finish. I loved every bit of it. And match of the night for NXT for me. What'd you think?
Yeah, this was my match of the night as well. I particularly liked how he threw the chair around his neck and threw him into the pole.
The callback from last time he's done stuff like that to his throat.
But the power bomb or whatever that Saints did, Ricky Saints did.
On the back of the chairs?
Yes, the back. Oh my God, that hurt me. And I was like, oh man, I feel your pain, brother. I feel it.
There were a few times.
God.
There were a few times on Saturday for both shows, this one and AEW, not Saturday Night Main Event so much, where I was watching it, and you know how you get like those goosebumps and like the weird feeling, like the tingle down your spine when you're seeing it, like you just know that hurts.
Yep.
That was one of those times I'm like, I gosh.
Yeah, that's when he did
It
that. I was
just
like,
it's feels. It makes you feel it.
yeah, you're like,
And there was a few times on Saturday where I felt that.
yeah. Well, I
Um,
mean, there was also one where Ego, crap, he hits him with the edge, yes, into the table, but he
yeah,
also
off
hit
the
him with
stage.
off the stage. That's the one I was thinking of because I see
Yeah.
the one up here where Saints is on top of Ego Page, and I was like, man, that's not the spot I'm thinking of. It's the bottom one I'm thinking of right there, off the stage.
Yeah, it's the
boom.
one on the bottom.
Yeah, that one that was incredible in my book because look, I always like a good um power bomb off the stage ever since Mae Young got, power bomb from Bubba Ray back in the day. And the Fox Theater is a great theater, central theater, whatever you
Center
want to call it.
stage.
Center stage. That place is a great place to host wrestling. All right.
Yeah, it was cool.
The parking was phenomenal out there too.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's only like 800 people in there. You
There's like
don't have to have a big
500
parking
people.
lot.
Yeah, you just take a bus.
No, they had like 755, I think is what the final total was. It was in between 700 or 800.
Yeah, but did you see Esteban threat that whole thing?
I didn't see him there. I saw him at Evolution. I didn't see him at Great American Bash.
At Great American Bash, and the whole time at Evolution.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to them for having a Falls Count Anywhere match that goes everywhere.
Everywhere.
Unlike some of the street fights and some of the other gimmick matches we've had where they don't leave ringside.
Yep.
We actually talked about it at WrestleMania. The one with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, I believe, where they didn't even leave ring. They just used the steps a couple times, and maybe a chair, but there was no violence to it, no physicality to it. If you're going to have a street fight or, a no holds barred match, which we'll get to another one here in a little bit, or a Falls Count Anywhere match, use that stipulation, and they did. I mentioned they went back to the back. They were in the sewing area, and I thought for sure, I guess maybe because I was watching AEW and there's some different kinds of violence on there, I halfway thought that Saints or Page one was going to grab the other's hand and try to put it in the sewing machine when they were back at the sewing area before he started beating him with the flip-flop.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought. When I saw that sewing machine, I'm like, oh, crap, somebody's about to put their hand in there.
Yep.
But no, they didn't do that, obviously, because it's WWE and they're not.
No,
but if that was an AEW show, somebody's fan would have went through that sewing machine.
Yeah, you're definitely getting stitched right there.
Yeah. 100%. If that would have been Moxley and Hangman, he'd have like sewed his ear to the side of his head or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Oh my God.
And I'd have lost my shit just like I did during the match anyway. But yeah, a great match. I'm excited to see where Ethan takes it from here. We'll have to see. Next up, we have the world title. Obafemi Inamura. Obafemi retains. I'll let you go on this one first since I talked a lot on the last one. What'd you think?
I like this match. I thought Briggs, and look, stupid Inamura. Why you have honor? Huh? Honor don't get you nowhere. Okay? Let Briggs help you out, and you could be NXT champion right now. Come on. Honor. Leave that shit somewhere else. Right? This is wrestling. Ain't no damn honor. Ric Flair didn't win 16 championships with honor. He did it dirty. All right?
John Cena didn't win 17 with honor.
Bret Hart wasn't the best there is, the best there is, what best there ever will be with honor. No, he kicked your ass and took some names later, right? Like Uemura, right? But what he did with the whole when Briggs hit him in the back of the head, hit Oba in the back of the head, I was like, game over. All he has to do is splash. And then he saw the title in his hand. Briggs could have been like, dude, I have it for you. I'm holding it for you. Instead, he's like, I didn't do anything. All right. You should have been like, you should have put your hands up. Like, what are you doing? Fuck your honor. Yeah.
I am excited though to see where this goes. Obviously, on Tuesday night they had the confrontation with all three of them.
Yep.
We are getting a triple threat match next Tuesday. We don't have to wait till Heat Wave. I thought we probably would, because that seems like something they would put there. Next week, a triple threat between Briggs, Inamura, and Obafemi for the championship, and I'm excited to see that match. If it's if it's half as good as the last triple threat Oba and Briggs were in with Dijak,
Oh yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
and don't be surprised if they put the belt on Briggs, because I'm telling you, that kid reminds me.
I don't know that they will Tuesday. I think they will. I think that's probably where we're going on Heatwave. It's probably going to be Briggs and Oba.
Yep.
But I think somehow this is where Briggs and Inamura kind of make their split.
Yeah.
And Inamura hits Briggs and Oba takes advantage of it is kind of what I see happening. Obviously I could be wrong, but that's kind of the way I think it should play out. And then it's Briggs and Oba at Heatwave. I think that would
be like I told you before, I think that kid Briggs, man, he is the closest thing that we got to a JBL without being JBL.
Yeah, I like him better as a heel. Like he tried to be a face for a little bit, and I wasn't connecting with his face character.
No.
Now that he no longer has honor, I kind of like it a little bit. I like him a little bit more than Edge. His personality and everything just makes that a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the triple threat match on Tuesday and to see where they go from here, leading up to Heatwave, because that's their next big PLE.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then obviously we have the main event, Fatal Attraction versus Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. We will focus only on this match and save what happened at Evolution for Evolution. But again, good tag team match. I think I was the only person to pick Grace and Monroe, or Glamour and Grace, as I called their tag team, which should be a tag team forever. We'll see how that works out. But Glamour and Grace get the win over Fatal Attraction, leading up to the next night at Evolution. What'd you think about
it? It was I didn't like the fact that JC took the pin. Made no sense. Because next night,
what happened the next night?
That made sense, but at that time it made no sense. It made no sense. But it was a right match. It was a good match. The women's definitely show out more on NXT than what a lot of people are used to. Without getting further into Evolution and stuff. This was an alright match. I thought it was cool. My wife was like, "So who's Fallon Henley?" And I showed her. I was like, "That's who I'm trading you in for." And she started laughing.
So wait, you're trading not Lola Vice? I thought you had a thing for Lola.
Oh no, I got a thing. No, listen. I told my wife straight up, and it was at NXT Halloween Havoc last year in Hershey. All right, when Fallon Henley came out, I was like, "Yo, I will trade you for her. She for you." Okay. Just like that, and right in front of God and everybody. My wife was right there too. And I was like, her, by you, me. Just like that.
I would like to apologize to anyone who is now offended by Sped. He does not reflect the views of the Running Wrestling Podcast. His opinions are his own.
My wife thought it was
Thank you for watching. Please continue to watch us. But I understand. Look, we all have our favorites. And Fallon is obviously your favorite.
I like it. I was messing around. My wife was dying. There's people in the front 2 rows right in front of us just going, "Oh my God, I can't believe he's saying that." The lady in front of me was telling her husband, if you say that, I'm kicking you out right now. Right now. And I'm looking at my wife like, "What's up? How you doing?"
I enjoyed it. I don't know that I would have put it as high as Stampede did, but it was good.
I gave it a 6.25. Yeah, it was good.
Which leads us to, I guess, what I've already teased with. I forgot I had the little title card under my name, and still your NXT predictions champion, the Murder Penguin himself. Seems like nobody could hold on to their titles all weekend except for me. You're welcome, NXT Universe. Your champion is still here, just like Oba retaining. I also retain. And me and Oba will be the rulers of NXT. He will be in the ring. I will be in the prediction space because I'm not getting my big ass in the ring because that wouldn't go well at all. Congratulations, everybody. We appreciate it. And we will move on to the second show that was on Saturday for WWE. Oh, by the way, AEW is still running the same show at this time. So we switch gears to Saturday night's main event. Um,
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I forgot Saturday night's main event was coming on until like an hour into Saturday night main event, right? So I had to go back and watch that as well. So
so this was the first time I had to make, and this is why I had some of the technical difficulties I mentioned earlier. This was the first time I had to make a business decision because we were going to a birthday dinner for my nephew, and we left not long after Great American Bash went off the air. So I had to turn off the computer and the TV and had to pick one to watch on my phone because I can only do one on my phone. Can't pull them both up. So obviously I went with All In Texas. So I had to go back and watch this later.
yeah.
So but yeah, it was this was the first business decision of the weekend as far as a wrestling fan that I had to make of which one I was going to watch. And AEW All In Texas won by a landslide.
Oh, landslide, yeah, but I
By
did
a
go back and
landslide.
watch it. Yeah, what's his name? I want to call him Hudiko, Tala Tonga, right?
Tonga, yes.
That dude.
And what did you want to call him? Like, you didn't even have the original name right.
Hudiko.
No, that's
how do
not
you say
even
it right?
close.
How do you say
Hikuleo.
it? Hikuleo. There it is.
I mean, you're like talking about Hootie and the Blowfish and shit. What are you talking? What are we talking about?
We get Darius Rucker up in this bitch. All right.
What the hell?
Hootie go. I don't
know. We went through this last week.
And I fuck him up.
I gave you the easiest way to remember the man's name. He is obviously the taller Tonga. So it's Tala Tonga.
Tala. Yeah, it's weird. Isaiah's dying. Made the proceedings. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's not wrong about that one, Stampede. He's not.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Why? If you notice, we haven't mentioned SmackDown at all. We've talked about stuff that's happened at Raw, and we will talk about stuff that happened at Raw.
Yeah.
We've talked about stuff that happened on NXT. We've talked about stuff that's happened on Dynamite. You notice we have not mentioned SmackDown once, and there's a reason for that.
There's 100% reason for that.
I'm not going to mention anything that happened on SmackDown. I know stuff happened on SmackDown, but I choose to forget it because, screw that guy or those guys. And yes, TC, he is the taller Tonga.
He is the taller.
If you ever need to know how to remember the name, he is the taller Tonga.
Look how tall this dude is. Look. He's got one foot on the damn ground, and he's pushing Solo with his foot.
If you listen to the commentary, he's almost 7 feet. Now, whether that means he's 6'4" or 6'10", they say he's almost 7 feet.
That motherfucker got.
I think he's like 6'9" or 6'10". I don't think he's quite 7 feet.
That dude, he has 1 foot on the damn ground right there. Okay, 1 foot on the freaking ground, and he's got the other one kicking, making sure Solo gets the pin. Okay. That's freaking creative right there. Jacob Fatu came out and with the save. Yeah.
And that was probably the best part of it. I mean, the match itself was okay. It was a match between Solo and Jimmy where Solo
that's what I thought. Is 7 foot. Because I thought in Japan they said he was 7 foot. But I'm not 100%.
Stampede, how tall is Tala Tonga? How tall is Tala Tonga? That's what we get here, folks. That's what you get with the Running Wrestling Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. That's the kind of humor you get out of us. All the humor of every third grade class in America.
Oh my God, we're way off the rails, but this is amazing. I started it.
Obviously, you had tons of shenanigans. You had Tala Tonga, you had JC Mateo, you had Tongaloa, all coming in. And I'm not sure why Jacob had to wait until after the match to come in. I don't know why he couldn't have evened the odds out. Apparently, he just didn't want Jimmy to win the belt.
He didn't want Jimmy.
We talked about bad saves earlier. I mean, at least Cope came out, around the right time. It may have taken a little longer, but Jacob waited till after everything was done to come out and start beating everybody up. Which
he really did.
But again, we're building towards what we've all thought it's going to be. My Family Tree versus Jacob Fatu's version of Bloodline, I guess. And I'm ready for that. I don't know that I need to see. See what I say?
34 years old? Damn, that motherfucker's as old as me. Wow, and he's 6'8". I can't be friends with him. He's a whole foot taller than me. Can't be friends with him.
I mean, I'm
play that.
6'4". I'm not that far off.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be almost 7 foot in WWE's terms, apparently.
That's 6'8"? God dang. What was
Right.
Taker? Taker was 6'10", apparently. That motherfucker don't look taller than Taker. I mean, he don't look taller than him. Taker don't look taller than him. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just weird. But God damn, the dude's tall.
I mean, and we will move on to the next match, which kind of makes me want to talk about this match even more. Next up, you've got Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, which is I see it. I'll get it up there. 12'11", yes.
Oh my God.
In a match that should have been close to a classic, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre has become a spectacle thanks to none other than Jelly Roll. And look, I'll be the first to admit, I normally love a lot of goofiness in my wrestling. I don't want to see Jelly Roll wrestle. I really don't. Big ups for everything he's done in his weight loss journey, everything that he's done in his musical career. I love Jelly Roll's music. I'm not gonna lie, I like it.
Jelly Roll, he's got good music. Don't get twisted.
I don't want to see him in a ring.
No, I don't want to see it.
Apparently, shout out to him. He's been training nonstop. He's lived in Orlando for a while, so I'll give him the credit where credit's due. Apparently, if you listen to him on Jimmy Kimmel, he has been training with Kevin Owens, with Jacob Fatu, have been coming down and getting in the ring with him for hours on end. I don't know that Kevin Owens probably got in there, but Kevin Owens probably gave him some pointers. He's been getting pointers from The Undertaker, so I'm not going to take anything away from the man's preparation and the fact that he's going to get to live out his dream. But I don't want to see him in a wrestling match.
Yeah,
I would much rather see somebody else as like the advocate for Jelly Roll, and then Jelly Roll kind of get involved. Made the comparison since we were talking about All In as well. When we were talking about a post show for Great American Bash we did on Saturday night, I would much rather see Jelly Roll from that opening match, the Big Boom AJ match, where the little kid came in and just gave one spear and then that was it.
Yeah,
I would rather see Jelly Roll do something like that. Come in, do the choke slam, because that's obviously going to be your move now, because you just did it on television last night on the talk show you were on. You come in, choke slam, let your person get the pin over Logan Paul, and then go from there.
Yep.
That's all I want to see out of him. I don't want to see a full-blown wrestling match with Jelly Roll. But that's my opinion. I'll let you go because I've already said my opinion multiple times now. What are your thoughts?
I agree with Lady Alpha.
Yeah.
I'm making wings during this match, man. I'm sorry. I'm not looking forward to it. Look, you just said it. This could have been a classic. McIntyre versus Orton, right? And then we get the shenanigans. WWE definitely put their stamp on this match. All right, this is WWE shenanigans to the T. Boom, right there. All right. Randy versus Drew has the makings of being a big match. SummerSlam doesn't matter. If you wanted Jelly Roll, I agree. I put him on the pre-show. Yep. But
if they did matches on the pre-show.
Yes, exactly. Or put him on Sunday Night Heat. Or wait, Velocity. Damn it. What's the other one? Main event.
You put him on main event because that's still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing. Yeah, I was trying to think of all of them right
Just
now.
not the Saturday night version.
Yeah,
put him on the regular Sunday version that comes on.
Yeah, exactly.
We recorded from Peacock.
Exactly. But like my what I was getting at was, if you want this match, put it on Saturday night main event when it goes somewhere else. It doesn't need to be on SummerSlam. This is not a SummerSlam worthy match. Look, as much as bull crap we give Logan Paul for being an outsider, okay? Everybody does. I'm just saying we as everybody.
Yeah, no,
right?
I'm with you.
As much as we give him crap, he can go in the ring. He really can. He's entertained. He's stepped up to Roman. He stepped up to KO. He stepped up to a lot of wrestlers out there. All right? I just don't see that in Jelly Roll like you. You know, I like his music. He's got some good music out there. It's just that, and I just don't like.
And look, you can clip this if you want to. I said it the other day. I will be the first one to come on here or any show I'm on and apologize to Jelly Roll if that dude comes out and puts on a good match. I will be the first one to apologize and say I was wrong. But it doesn't mean that today, on July 17th, that I want to
No,
see Jelly
yeah.
roll in the ring.
Yep. No, I get what you're
Sorry.
saying. Stupid ass fly.
And we talked about roller coasters. And again, the downside of that roller coaster brings us to our next match, which is LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, unfortunately, getting legitimately injured during the match, cannot continue. They go straight to the finish with the BFT. I almost wish they would have just called the match instead of going to a weird finish like that.
Yeah.
It would have made it seem more legit. But I guess Seth Rollins wanted him to get his finisher in and actually have a pin so they could put it on video later and show the pin after he comes back. But yeah, shout out to Seth Rollins. Hopefully he gets better. Apparently he went on Monday for some screenings and it was still too swollen to get looked at. So he's going to have to go back and get it looked at just to see
LA.
the severity. So we don't even know the severity yet.
No.
Hopefully it is not as long as we think it's going to be. Congratulations to LA Knight for getting your win, I guess. Obviously, we're going to some other stuff with him. But yeah, I just the main part of this story that obviously everybody's focused on is and sorry, my voice is messing up. I promise I'm not that emotional over it. Is Seth Rollins being injured. So hopefully he gets better soon and comes back being Mr. Money in the Bank and everything and gets better.
Yeah. Look, man, this match sucks for the mat. You know, the fact that right there, that move, that backflip right there on the bottom one, the last picture on the bottom right, is where he did it. And when he came down and he pulled his knee up immediately, I knew something was wrong. As soon as he did that, I was like, that's not fake. You know, like I have knee issues from the Army. All right. And I know how that feels. I've had 6 surgeries on my knee since I was 17. All right. And that's never fun. The rehab gets longer. The freaking surgery seems like it takes a little bit longer to heal, you know, so you never know what the timetable is for this. This kind of reminded me, the finish wise, Neville Pac versus Jericho a few years ago when Jericho got in Charles Robinson's face saying his leg is broken, his ankle is broken, call the damn match. You know, and then Jericho had a quick hit him with Codebreaker 1, 2, 3, and he was legit. Oh no, he didn't hit him. He shoved. And that's what this right here would have been perfect. But I get what you're saying. He wanted the footage of him getting hit with the BFT, so when he comes back, it looks more clean. So hopefully he comes back healthy sooner rather than later. I know he was on the Rich Eisen show. I don't remember if I put that up there on the final one, so I'm not gonna say anything yet. But yeah. I hope he gets better soon because this match.
Yeah, definitely. Which brings us to the main event of Saturday night's main event. The final match for Bill Goldberg. Gunther retains his World Heavyweight Championship, beating Gunther, choking him out. Yeah, what'd you think of the match?
Oh, look. First off, if it wasn't for Seth Rollins getting hurt, and me and Chokeslam talked about this, if it wasn't for Rollins getting hurt, that wouldn't be mine. That's the only reason why this match went over 12 minutes.
They don't ask you how you won. They ask you if you won.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Me and him, we were talking about that. But you know what? I'll call it as it is. Goldberg is legitimate pissed about this match, you know, because of the ending. But I thought it was all right. I thought, you know, Goldberg trying to show off that he could take a chop. You know, him hitting the spear on Charles Robinson was actually very creative. I don't
breaking Charles Robinson's rib.
Yeah, he killed Charles Robinson. Okay,
he legit broke his rib, dude.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, man. But the best part of it, okay, because that was already done for the night. All right, the best part of it was when they cut the damn feed right then and there. Okay. What up, TC?
Yeah. Yeah, he's legit hurt. He legit got his rib broke for that.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to blame Goldberg for that. I mean, he's taking this. He's putting a spear on somebody that doesn't know how to take it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's refs don't normally do. I mean, there was a few ref bumps this weekend that, especially in WWE, as we'll get to here in a little bit.
Stampedes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
right.
a lot of things Bill. There are a lot of things Bill is pissed at. I doubt Bill Goldberg wanted to lose his last match in Atlanta.
I don't think he wanted
And I
to.
think WWE said, this is what's going to happen. If you want your match, you can have your match, but this is what's going to happen. And he's probably a little salty about that. He even mentioned the fact that he'd never lost in Atlanta. This is the first time he's ever lost in Atlanta. So I think he was salty about that too. There's a few things Bill's probably mad about. But Bill can get over it because Bill can go home.
Bye. See you on
Go
some
enjoy
Muscle TV
your
channel,
retirement.
some Muscle TV show, car show. Only when I go to my mechanic spot. I'll see you then.
And look, the guy had an impact on the business.
He did.
There was one point where he was the hottest star in wrestling, period.
I was
none.
there. I was there when he won that title in 1999. Okay. I was there at the Dome, right? When he beat Hollywood Hulk Hogan. But after that, I get it. WCW is one thing. WWE is another thing. Okay. And when he came into WWE and he started facing Evolution, okay, that was cool. Then he got into the Scott Steiner stuff again, and he tried to wrestle around with one broken ankle and stuff like that. I just got bored with Goldberg. It's the same. It's like what John Cena did, and everybody was getting bored with John Cena with the same 5 bloody moves, except Goldberg was 3 moves, and they all could kill you at any moment.
Yeah. Much like they did to Goldberg's speech, we will cut this match talk short. So shout out to Peacock for cutting him off after about 30 seconds.
Not even 30 seconds. I think they cut the damn thing as soon as the match ended.
No, he got a little bit of time. He got they cut it right after he had said thank you because I was watching it. But he did get to say thank you. He just didn't give a long speech. Half of it was cut off. But it got to a point, and it felt like a decent stopping point to cut him. It would have been cooler if they'd have made that like a digital exclusive like they do sometimes, but they didn't. Oh well. Which leads us to, you saw it. You see it behind him. The WWE crowns on that stupid Phoenix's head. Whatever.
4 times. Hey, next one we get, I'm doing the 5-time thing. I'm doing it. Hopefully I can hold this for more than
definitely a thing.
6 months.
I mean, you've got till SummerSlam, and then everybody's coming for you at SummerSlam.
All right, I got a couple weeks. All right, you know what? Stampede. Hold on.
When he first came in, the impact he had. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, he has a lasting impression on the business, so I'm not going to take that away from him. But I want to see him in a ring in 2025 as much as I want to see Jelly Roll, which is not much on either one of them.
Nope.
So. Which is about as much as I want to see that WWE crown on the Phoenix's head too. It's all about the same. But unfortunately, I have to look at this one every week. So we will move on to the best show of the weekend for WWE. The second best show of the weekend in all of wrestling over AEW, or behind AEW, not over AEW, behind AEW. Although it was close. I really enjoyed the shit out of the show. It is WWE Evolution.
This was a good show.
It was a damn good show. Kicked off by the women's IC triple threat match in one of the most creative pins that I may have ever seen. The way Becky rolled Bayley over, who was trying to roll up Lyra after hitting the Rose Plant, getting the 1-2-3. Becky Lynch retains and is still your IC champion, at least until SummerSlam. And we'll get into that after you tell us about this match. What do you think?
First off, Big E said it right. Let's not wait another 7 years for this. Okay?
Yes, 100%.
Let's do this again. Let's make this a yearly thing. This was phenomenal. And I don't care where the IWC's. When the men get a lot. Okay? The men get a crap ton of stuff. This right here, though, they definitely set the tone.
I'd like to put on that because I know what you're about to say, that the men don't get their own show. Saturday Night Main Event had 0 women.
Exactly. That's why I said the men get a lot. But what Isaiah just said is what I was about to say. This set the tone. This definitely set the tone for the PLE, the pay-per-view. This was a phenomenal match from beginning to end. The elbow, while Lyra's doing the fisherman suplex into a pin, the elbow comes in. I thought that looked brutal. I thought it was
I don't know
great.
how you protect yourself on that, but that had to hurt like hell.
That hurt, and then but that finish was just epic. It was
Oh,
story.
it was amazing.
It was beautiful. And whatever, we know what happened Monday. We got Lyra versus Becky, 2 out of 3 falls.
Well,
And
Lyra versus Bailey, it was on Monday.
that's
2 out
what I
of 3
meant. That's what I
falls,
meant. That's what I meant.
which
Bailey. I said Becky.
Lyra did win,
And they
and
go.
we get Lyra and Becky again for the
SummerSlam.
title at SummerSlam. So
Yep.
that
And
is
it's gonna
what's
be a good
coming up.
match. Great match coming up. Banger alert. And you know what?
So let us know why it annoyed you, Lady Alpha. What annoyed you about it?
I agree with Stampede on this, but I gave it a little bit lower. I gave it an 8.25 out of 10 because the rest of the show was a freaking, oh my God.
Well, I gave it an 8.37.
There you go.
Right there in the middle of both of you. There you go.
There you go. There you go. I love how the way you said that too. Well, I gave it 8.37. It was great. All right.
All because Lyra's foot was a little bit to the left when she did that one move, and that's why I had to knock a little bit off from the 8.5. There you go. I don't know, man.
She didn't pivot the right way.
Yeah.
I love it. Spence dying.
Great match. But please tell us why this annoyed you, Lady Alpha. Not why we annoy you, why the match annoyed you. I think Bailey should have gotten justice taking the belt from Becky. That's fair. I can see that being a good point.
Mike is Switzerland. Mike is Switzerland.
Thank you.
I am not a crook.
Yes. I just don't like to see. I don't like to see my friends fight. I just want to be in the middle.
You know what's funny? We'll talk about that one day. Well, on the behind the scenes, I'll remember that. Switzerland surrounded itself with TNT, so just in case anybody wants to invade, good luck.
There you go. Fun facts from Sped.
I learned that in the Army.
But no, I mean, going back to your point, I could definitely see where that could have been one of the ways they went. Yeah. Again, this is one of those matches where I don't think there was a wrong winner. I mean, any one of the 3 women could have won this with the story that they're telling, and it would have been great because we knew we were going to get at least one of them to go for the title. I don't want to say I don't want Bailey to sneak her way back in with another triple threat at SummerSlam since she did just lose 2 out of 3 falls. But I don't know that I'd be mad at it either because they could easily run this back and it'd be great. I don't know that I would like the story to get there, but I would love the match again. I guess is the easy way to tell it.
Yeah, I think this would be that one time where we're like, yeah, the story's not there, but we know it's going to be a banger.
Yeah. Which could be said about a lot of the matches we saw on Evolution.
Yes, right.
Speaking of, the Women's WWE Championship, Tiffany Stratton beating Trish Stratus to retain. And again, what was a decent match? I mean, it's probably... And I don't think it's fair to say it was the worst match of the night, but it was my least favorite match, I guess is probably the easier way to say it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say worst by giving it a negative connotation, but it was definitely my least favorite of the night. Although it was good.
Well, like I said, I was in the AJ Francis stream when I was watching this match and stuff, and he kept going. And he made a point. He was like, it'd be nice to have one more title run by Trish. That'd be a major thank you, Trish, from WWE to her, which I agree with Stampede on this. I gave it lower, though. I gave it like a 5. I'm not even going to lie. But, like, the thing is even AJ was bored of this match. He went straight to playing college football during this match, and he was like, look, I get it. These women are going to show out, but I'm just not invested because there's no build up to it. It was just Tiffany saying, I want you, I choose you.
And me and Michael from Gigging At It too even talked about it last week that this was, for lack of a better term, this was the piss break match. This was your snack match, to quote Lady Alpha. This was the match that people went and got snacks.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
This wasn't, we've got it at second, but it wasn't the second match on the card. It was actually third or fourth.
Yep.
So it was more in the middle of the show, so you could go get something, get a snack or something. So it was definitely that style of match. But again, I was okay with it being Trish. I would have liked a different way to get there, but the way they told the story, I wasn't mad at.
No.
They let both champions pick who they wanted to be. She chose Trish.
Yep.
And doing all that, that's who she wanted to be. I don't know I haven't seen that, but that'd be interesting. Apparently, Tiffany Stratton is going to be, according to Casey. What's going on, Casey? One of our Facebook watchers,
Wait, are
a
they
good
still
friend of
doing
mine
that?
from high school. I
I
think
thought,
it's still around.
I thought
I
they
have
did.
not seen that, but
They did
I
away
could
with
definitely.
nudity. I know that.
Yeah, after
Hugh died.
after Hugh died, his daughter took over. I think. I
Yeah.
think she's actually the one running it now.
I don't think they do nude
From what I
anymore.
understand, I think they still do some, but not as much. So who knows? I don't know.
I
Maybe
haven't looked
good
at
for
a
her if that's
Playboy in
something she
years.
wants to do, though.
Yeah. I mean, we had a Playboy cover girl out there, and Tori Wilson.
Yeah, true.
I was a teenager when she did that. Had dinner
Yeah,
during this match. That's awesome.
Either way, we appreciate you coming in, Casey. Okay, never mind. He was suggesting it. Okay. I mean, there you go. She could be.
Mr. Anthony.
Yeah, he didn't like the fact that we brought that up the first time that we said that this was kind of the break match. But I mean, it is what it is. Again, I'm not going to say it was a bad match because I don't think it was bad at all. It wasn't one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was my least favorite of the night.
It is what it is. Moving on to one that I thought was really good and that exceeded expectations. The NXT Women's Championship, JC Jane retains, beating Jordynne Grace with absolutely no help at all, and is still the NXT champion. What'd you think about the match?
Listen, without the Monroe hitting Jordynne Grace, which everybody saw it coming when she picked up the title, and that sequence, but without that, this is still a banger of a match. It exceeded all my expectations without that, and then it exceeded some more with that. So it makes sense now. It didn't make sense the night before of why they won and JCJ got pinned by Blake, but now it makes sense. Okay, you cost Jordynne, you already pinned the champion, so in your head, I got it. I got the next opportunity. It's mine. Grace has lost 3 straight. But is this her 3rd straight, right? Losing
Something
the
like
NXT,
that.
3 straight NXT, I believe, championship opportunities. And
yeah, I mean, they kind of played into it there.
They really did, right there. Yeah, and it was a great match
That's a fair grade.
Yeah. It is a fair grade because I was going in thinking it was going to be like a 4. I ain't going to lie. Because I
didn't think it was going to be bad because I mean, Jason Jane and Jordynne Grace can both go.
I honestly
didn't think it was going to be
more. I thought there was going to be more shenanigans. I thought there was going to be a hell of a lot more shenanigans from everybody, and that's why it made me go like, this is not going to be a good match. I thought there was going to be a crap. I thought this was what Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus match was. Your quote unquote go get a snack match. I thought that was this match. That was going to be this match. Sorry.
I could have told you that wasn't going to be this. I mean, but like I said, both of these women can go. I know everybody gives JC Jane crap about being the most beatable champion or whatever. I don't. No, I mean, even Fatal Influence getting involved, they make it make sense because I mean they're the faction that should get involved. They're there for a reason.
Yeah.
It's not random people coming out. It's there's a reason behind it.
And
there's a reason behind Blake Monroe doing what she did.
And I like that, but that's what my thing. That was my thing. I didn't want Fatal Influence again. Going into this match, I thought Fatal Influence would get involved. Then you would see Sol Ruca and whoever, somebody come out and try to stop them. And then that's when you get Blake turning on during the commotion and blah blah blah. That's what I thought was going to happen when Blake was going to turn with the whole commotion thing. But I like the way they did this. That's why I said it very much so exceeded my expectations because I went in with very low expectations on this match.
And I don't know, Stampede. I'm a little bit more excited to see what they're doing with her now. I'm glad they're turning her heel so quickly because it'll allow her to go ahead and evolve that character a little bit more to where she can be the bad girl. I don't want her to stay just a Sabrina Carpenter clone the entire time.
Please don't.
But even in their match the night before, she got to show some physicality, which is really good. And I think you're going to see that this coming Tuesday where she makes her first singles debut. Unfortunately, it's against one of my favorites in Ren Sinclair. So shout out to Ren Sinclair, who's going to lose Tuesday. Unfortunately, again, seems like she's kind of the one that they put everybody new up there with so they can beat her and move up. So I guess shout out to her for being in that role. They trust her a lot to put the new people with her, but I'd like to see Ren Sinclair get some wins. That's a whole nother show for a whole different day. Coming up on our next match, the grudge match of the night, the no holds barred Jade and Naomi. And again, another really good match.
Really good.
I think it's the second Jade match in a row that I think this is probably the best match she's had.
Yeah.
The one that she had with Asuka
Yeah.
at Queen of the Ring, and then this
phenomenal. Yeah.
one. I love the story they told. I love the fact that Jade won, even though what happened. I think that fueled more what happens later on in the night, and it gives you a clearer way to go. I always hated the whole champion versus champion at SummerSlam. But if somehow Jade beats Tiffany and Naomi's still the champion going into Survivor Series, that's a champion versus champion, brand versus brand match that I'd like to see those two go at it again.
Yeah.
If both of them have the championships at that time. I don't know if it's going to happen because we'll see. We obviously are getting SummerSlam matches, Jade versus Tiffany for the WWE title. Naomi is going to face both Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for that championship, which we'll get to here in a second. But yeah, a really good match. I loved it. Loved every bit of it. And glad to see Jade win. What'd you think?
Very physical. Loved every second of this match. That drop kick into the ringing out the table, the commentary table. That was crazy. She busted out that LED right there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then the Jaded from the top rope. That was really cool. From the second rope, whatever. This was a physical match all the way around. And then what happened later definitely was fueled by this match right here.
And again, they used the stipulation to their advantage. They made it a no holds barred. I don't know why you just don't call it a no DQ match. Because
I don't know.
At this point, there's no difference.
Or
that got on my nerves a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, any of the above. I mean, because no holds barred is supposed to be just that. Like, you still shouldn't be able to use weapons to me.
Yeah.
It's just any hold goes and there's no rope break should be it. But, it is what it is. That's a small nitpick. But it was physical. I liked it. The way they presented it, it made 100% sense that they did what they did. And it should have been, because this is their blow-off match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because obviously they're on different brands now.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it should have been. So,
great
match.
I know we talk about Monday Night Raw and stuff. Actually, no, we got 3 slides. I'll do that one about Naomi when we get there.
Okay. Yep, that's perfect, because that'll be more about her than there. And then also another one that may have surprised some people not so much. The women's tag team champions are still the Judgment Day. They retain over Zaruka,
Charlotte,
the Kabuki Warriors, and Charlotte and Alexa.
Yep,
retaining their titles. What'd you think about the match?
Listen, this one exceeded my expectations too. Every woman in this match freaking was phenomenal. I like the Kabuki Warriors. I'm a big fan of Asuka and Kairi Sane. Asuka to me is probably one of the better females on the roster. Like, she is really hard to compete with her. She is definitely top 5 for sure. A lot of people thought Charlotte and Bliss had it, which I'm glad I wasn't one of them. Yeah, I'm glad
it was.
But
but I love the way they did it.
Yeah, same here. I do. I love the way they did it. Look, Zarya showed out. A lot of people were sleeping on that lady. She showed out in this match.
The only people that sleep on Zarya are people who haven't watched NXT. I mean, she's been good in the ring in NXT. Every match she's been in.
And a lot of people, but like the thing is, can we talk about how good Raquel's been getting lately? I mean,
you can.
She's been getting good. You haven't talked about it. I mean, she's been getting really good.
She is, again, kind of the same thing I said about Jasper Troy, which I hate to put those two in the same sentence, but I've never connected with Raquel.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think she had an amazing match with Rhea, because her and Rhea are best friends outside of it in real life. So they have good chemistry together. I think she was okay in this match. She was decent. I think Roxanne brings a lot out of her. I think Roxanne maybe got more of her than Liv does.
I think Roxanne's a better tag partner for her.
Yeah, I mean, I like her. I like those, and I hate to say that because I love Liv Morgan. I like those two better than I liked her and Liv.
Yeah,
they seem to complement each other a little bit.
A lot better.
Like Liv and Raquel seemed more like it's just Raquel using Liv as a weapon.
As a weapon. Yep.
Yeah, and so I just I don't know. I mean, I liked the match. I liked the way Charlotte Flair pulled Alexa out of the way like she did. I thought that was a really cool moment. I don't know where we're going to go with it. I don't. Are they going to stay a tag team? Are they going to go back into single stuff? I don't know. It kind of left it up in the air. But yeah, the Judgment Day retains, and I guess we're waiting on Liv Morgan to come back to do the breakup now. You could have had it starting there and things like that. But again, I don't know. And I'll even go so far as to say, even if the Kabuki Warriors or Zaruka would have won it, I don't know that there was a bad decision to be made in this because all four tag teams make sense in a way. I mean, obviously you've got Flair and Bliss, who are the newest tag team, but the way they've done that story coming together, we're not friends, but we've got respect for each other. I like the way they've told that story. Obviously, Zaruka being there would have been weird after, Soul had won. She'd have been a triple champion.
Yeah.
There with the Speed Champion, North American, and the titles. So I figured they weren't going to win, but they could have.
They could have.
And then you have the Kabuki Warriors, who are former tag team champions as well. So it would have made sense if they would have won.
And I think
again, one of those matches that anybody could have won, and I would have been okay with it.
That's right. I didn't write down my predictions because of what it didn't count.
Yeah, no, because our predictions didn't matter.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't write that down. I wrote down everybody.
Which we will get to why. If you didn't watch last week, we will get to why our predictions didn't matter at the end of the video here, and then you'll see why they didn't matter. So shout out there. Which after this, we led into the Battle Royal Evolution style. I will tell you the only thing that bothered me about this match is the fact that we didn't do it like a Royal Rumble.
Yes,
I would have liked to have seen every woman get their own entrance. You didn't have to make it a minute and a half. You could have made it a minute, and still could have rushed it along a little bit. But given everybody their entrance during the match, and the fact that there were 0 surprises, I don't know. I mean, I would have liked at least something. I get it. I have said for a while that I didn't want to see a lot of legends on the show, and that's still true. But I would have liked to at least seen some surprise, even if it would have been like a Gail Kim or an AJ Lee. Or a Paige, just one.
Lita lives in Atlanta.
Does she? I did not know that.
Yeah, she lives in Atlanta.
I mean, you had Trish Stratus on the show earlier. You could have had Lita there too, because they've been.
That's what I was saying to my wife. I was
buddied up for a while.
I was like, I don't know. You had Molly Holly in attendance. You had Jazz in attendance.
Yeah, I mean, I thought somebody. It would have been even cool if they'd have played one of their musics and they just jumped out of the crowd. Like Michelle McCool did for the Royal Rumble a few years ago.
Yo, Lash is my girl. Hey, you know this, Big Mike. I've been talking good about Lash for months. And when she was in that final 3 and then the final 2, I'm up off my seat going, let's go. Let's do it for Atlanta, baby girl. Let's go.
So, and shout out to the way WWE did it. The final 4 was
boom right there.
Stephanie Vaquer.
Yes.
Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and Nikki Bella. And I've been hard on Nikki Bella being here, and I don't think she deserved to win this match at all. She did look decent. Less so on her match that she had on Monday Night Raw, but we can talk about that a little bit. But the fact that they had SmackDown, NXT, Raw, and the Legend, the only legend other than Natty, the only non-regular legend that you had in the match as your final 4, really shows an evolution. So the story they told with it, I was okay with. It was really good.
Yeah.
And then, Nia and Nikki getting put out after that, and then coming down to NXT, and I guess fresh out of NXT, obviously, with Stephanie Vaquer. And then, obviously, everybody's favorite right now, Stephanie Vaquer getting the win with the Devil's Kiss on the apron, throwing her out. Kudos on that part, on the finish and how it ended up breaking down. The few things I didn't like, I mentioned, were the entrances, the way they did it. And again, the same thing I said about Great American Bash. Who were the first 2 people to get eliminated out of this? You even remember? You don't remember.
No, I don't remember.
Which is why it pisses me off. It was Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dane.
I was thinking it was Tatum Paxley.
Were the first 2. Tatum got eliminated first. and then
Yeah.
Izzy got eliminated directly after her. So
Okay,
again,
I
we're
thought she was
shitting on the
third.
culling.
I thought she was third eliminated. I thought Tatum was the first one because Esteban was
was.
pissed in the crowd. I was like, man, why is he?
But
so
again, what the hell are we doing with the culling?
nothing.
So
I don't
that
understand.
irritated me a little bit too. So,
No, I get that.
other than that, it was a good match.
It was a great match, and you're right. Like, it was a huge miss. They fumbled big time on that. You could have had stars from TNA, stars from AAA. Hell, you could have had stars coming in from Noah. Okay, but still,
hello. What about Evolve?
LFG.
You could have even had some of those ladies come in.
Velocity.
Why wasn't Callie Armstrong your Evolve champion on the Evolution show? That's crazy.
I don't know, man, but I do agree with you. They should have had their own entrances. They should have had, stuff like that. And thinking about it, Natty needs to change her name to Natty, from Natalia to Natty. She's more of a badass.
Yeah, but they're not going to let her do it on main television.
I know.
They're not going to let her.
I know. It's sad.
She's got the brand of Natalia. WWE doesn't want to break that brand of Natalia on their television. They'll let her do it when she does Bloodsport, which she is doing Bloodsport again.
Yes.
Next month, I think.
Yes.
But they won't let them do it. They won't let her do it on WWE TV.
Yo, she's such a badass when she's gets into that Natty form, like that Natty stage.
Yeah.
When she becomes Natty, that's it. It's done. That would be one hell of a run for her. Though.
Shout out to Stephanie Vaquer, who did get the win, who goes on to Clash at Paris for a shot at a title. So congratulations.
Yeah.
And which title she may go for, we don't know because we did have
Masha. All right.
That's it. That's who it is, Masha. Yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't remember who it was. Thank you,
That
Stampy.
one's gonna be freaking good. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Is that before or after Slammiversary?
That's after Slammiversary. No, that's before.
Yeah, Slammiversary is this week. It's this weekend.
It's this weekend. Okay.
So that'll be after. So we'll see if Masha is.
I thought it was a
double champ
that weekend.
Because Masha and JC Jane, champion versus champion, winner takes all at Slammiversary.
I would give Masha that title in a heartbeat. The NXT championship. I would give her that championship in a heartbeat. She is such a freaking beast. Oh man,
especially with Trick having
the
title for a while. Yeah, Slammiversary is this weekend.
Look, Natty versus Masha. I'm really excited about that one. Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
And that would be a good way if they were ever going to bring Natty into it. Have Natty beat Masha at Bloodsport, and then have Masha on NXT as the NXT champion, and Natty come out and challenge her for the NXT title. That would be cool as shit.
That would
not to mention it would bring GCW into the realm of WWE a little bit more.
God.
That would be cool as shit.
That would be dope as
hell. They won't ever do that, but that would be cool as shit.
That would be dope, man. That would basically be kicking the goddamn forbidden door in. Okay?
Yeah.
Door we don't open, my ass. Start opening.
You've already done that. You've already done that a little bit with Dark State going over and attacking Matt Cardona. Of course,
Gabe Kidd stands no chance. No chance. Let's go Takesha.
Which does get us to our main event of Evolution. I almost called it Saturday Night Evolution. That'd have been weird. A Sunday Evolution.
Yeah.
The Women's World Championship between Io Scott and Rhea Ripley in a banger of a match. To me, it was almost match of the weekend, right behind Hangman and Moxley. I've got that. I mean, to me, it's almost 1A, 1B situation.
Yeah.
For my opinion.
Yeah.
Again, we talked about how I don't do numbers, but just the emotion that I got out of this match, the way I felt after this match, I put it up there with Moxley and Hangman, with the twist at the end when Naomi cashed in, as you guys see on the screen there, added to the drama for it, added to the feel of the match. It obviously it had a Seth Rollins feel of when he cashed in on Roman and Brock.
Mania. Yep.
I love the hell out of this match. Again, I put it barely, and I won't even say below. I put it right there with Mox and Hangman for the AEW title. 100% loved it. But I'll let everybody know what you thought.
This was my second. This was number 2 in my book. Number 1 was that classic between Tony Storm and the CEO, Mercedes Moné, this weekend. That last weekend, whatever. Number 2 is this match. And they're so damn close. They are literally.
To be fair to that match, I may have thought of it more if I didn't have the technical difficulties during the match, which is 100%.
I feel that.
So I may have thought the same way if I'd have got to see the whole match live and in person.
But like that match and this match, it almost mirrored each other, except this one, it had that element of surprise with the cash in. Everyone, and you said it. Everyone was watching Naomi to go after Tiffany. But who's the X factor? Who's the true X factor on all of this? Naomi. You never knew where she was really going to go. Card. She was, well, that's true. Wild card. Sorry. That's how you said it, the wild card. You didn't know she was going to go to NXT. You didn't know she was going to go to Raw or, whatever. And when she cashed in my hometown of Atlanta in this way to end the show.
If I'm not mistaken, I know she lives in Florida now, but I think she may be she's lived in Atlanta before.
Yeah,
I remember they talked about it on Total Divas. Like she lived in Atlanta while her and Jimmy were dating or whatever before they got married.
Yep.
So she's got Atlanta ties too. So shout out to that.
I know the Hangman match was top 3 of the weekend. That match was just brutal. But this one, in our opinion, for me, yeah. Exactly. But I love that she set history right here. Okay, she's the first ever black female to cash in successfully. Like that, they said, or something like that, right? That's what they said.
I mean,
like this.
Like that, maybe. I mean, the women are 100% on cash ins, so I don't
like. They were talking about her being a first ever something like that, doing it like this or something. I don't remember how they said it because I was just amazed the fact that she came out and was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." The World Heavyweight title? Well, yeah, probably. I believe so. Unless they count the
No, she is a Triple Crown winner because she has the TNA title, the World title, and the WWE title. She's had all 3 of those.
Do they count? What was the Universal title as the World Heavyweight Championship now?
I don't know.
Well, either way.
I mean, I would imagine it would
because there was the SmackDown. Sorry, the SmackDown and Raw title, women's title. That's what it was. I can't remember which one it is. But either way, I love this match. I thought it was great. I'm happy for Naomi. And what she said on Raw, when she looked at both of them and said, "You two can get to the back of the line." I loved every second of her promo, okay? Her promo.
Dude, her promos have been amazing since she turned to this character.
Exactly. And I've been telling you, this is TNA style. This is Trinity from TNA. A lot of people weren't seeing it, but you got to look a little closer. This is what she did over there.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad we're getting the triple threat match at SummerSlam because that's going to be an amazing match. I'm just excited for what's coming up. I'm excited for SummerSlam. I'm more excited for SummerSlam now than I was before.
Yes,
and that's even with the Jelly Roll match that I don't want to see. So that aside, I'm more excited for SummerSlam.
You always got that one match.
And I do like how she came out Monday, said you guys get to the back line. That's not the way we're going to do it. Adam Pearce came out and said we are doing a triple threat at SummerSlam between all 3 of them. You can take my money for that one. I'll watch that all day.
We need a snack window.
Well, that because I'm sure the Jelly Roll match will be on night 2. So it'll give John a chance to get up and go to the bathroom while he's there on night 2 because he'll be in the building. That'll give him a chance to go to the concession stand, get a beer, use the bathroom, do whatever he needs to do then.
Yeah.
So, let's see. CML All-Star Hechicero has officially signed a dual contract with AEW.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Nice.
I
like that. But yeah, that gets us at the end of Evolution. And I mentioned earlier that our picks meant nothing. We didn't really even make picks because we had 3 amazing women last week. Lady Alpha, who you saw in our comments, who also, again, as I mentioned, I will pub it up again. Make sure you guys go check out her brand new podcast, the Wrestling Divas with Autumn. They just opened up their YouTube, so make sure you guys go subscribe. There is the link right there for all the people on YouTube. You can go click that link right there, the Wrestling Divas podcast over on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to them so they can get 50 subscribers. They go live, and it's going to be a great podcast. I know both women very well. They're both very good friends of mine. Both of them had just started watching wrestling again, so it will mainly be WWE at first. I know Autumn has been watching a little AEW, and I know Lady Alpha likes to spread her wings and her knowledge as well, so I'm sure she will get into it eventually. But yeah, it's going to be a great podcast. Two amazing women. You saw Lady Alpha on our show last week as part of these predictions. You also had Final Boss Baby from the DWE family and Talking Up Wrestling podcast. Make sure you go check them out. They may actually be going live in a few minutes if they haven't already. And then you had Crystal from the Tribal Queens podcast with X Normal XOXO, which comes on every Wednesday night. Except for this coming Wednesday, they will be off because they've got some technical difficulties going on with their schedule. But those three amazing women came on the show, gave their picks. All of them were great. But as we do here, we have crowned the first ever Queen of the Run-In, which is Crystal from the Tribal Queens podcast. So it's very fitting that the Tribal Queen has won the Queen of the Run-In. You see it down there, her head with the crown. So congratulations to her. And again, congratulations to us for being able to have three amazing women on the show to represent Evolution, and big things coming from all three of those women in the podcast space. So that leads us to our Twitter post of the week. I'll let you go ahead and do it. We have two of them apparently. So go ahead. Which one you want to do first?
We're going to do the Seth Rollins one first. He was on the Rich Eisen show. Seth reveals that he feels like he's going to be gone for extended length of time. All right. He said there's no clear timetable. They're going to be doing some more imaging here soon in LA. But with that being said, I am hoping for the best speedy recovery. My question to you guys is, do we get, if he is out for a year, okay, and he has until what, June to cash in?
He has a year from Money in the Bank. Whenever Money in the Bank was, which was early June, I think.
I believe it was.
He has a calendar year from that day to cash in.
So let's say he's hurt and he's gone for a year. He's not coming back until SummerSlam next year. Do we get another Money in the Bank match, or do we get a like a tournament for that? Okay, for that briefcase itself. All right, and then the second thing is Goldberg was pissed off with he's I'm not going to get you on purpose. But
let's take them one at a time. Let's talk about Seth Rollins first, and then we'll do the Goldberg. That way we don't cross the stream. So the Seth Rollins thing, I don't know that they will do that to replace it. Because I don't think he's going to be out. I don't think it'll be a year. Like even a lot of knee surgeries and stuff like that will take anywhere from 9 months. I think he will be back before next June.
You gotta get that rehab.
I just don't think that we'll have that in there because you could still come to a cash in if he's not 100%. As long as he's cleared to do something physical, he can come out and just cash in and win. And then a month later, when he's fully healed, he can defend. So there are other stories you can tell that way. But I don't think we're going to have a tournament or anything like that to crown a new Money in the Bank. I could be wrong. I think we just let him hold it, and I think it would be really cool because I don't think you can wait that long for Braun.
No.
At some point, you put that title on Braun within the next year, and then you let Seth come and cash in on him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's your big blow up. That would be the cool part.
Well, I mean, they hinted that off with Braun and Gunther's stare down and that promo on Raw. That was nice.
Yeah, but he lost the gauntlet match, so it's CM Punk when.
Yeah, and that rubbed me the wrong way right there. You had that kid looking good the whole time, and then.
Yeah, but you don't want to blow
through.
And what we're gonna do now with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun and Bronson. That's going to be a great match too.
That will be a banger right there.
CM Punk can go to SummerSlam, get his ass kicked, and let Gunther beat him too, just like he beat Goldberg. And then they can all move on to other stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing that all. And if Seth Rollins comes out being good and he's not as hurt, you have CM Punk beat Gunther some way, somehow, and then Seth Rollins comes to cash it in, and then that story continues, and the Seth Rollins story continues as well. There's a lot of ways they can do it.
My thing is this. I've had multiple knee surgeries from my Army days to after my Army days and everything. It's sports and whatnot. And it takes every time you get surgery on, and he's had surgery on that knee already. You know, remember he tore his ACL a few years ago and he was out for a year and some change.
But we don't even know that he has to have surgery yet. We're still waiting.
But from what he said on that show, and I was watching the whole interview with him, he's like, I know my body the best. And I really think I'm going to be out until sometime next year. Yeah, like he thinks it's going to be he thinks he's going to be out until maybe May, June next year. He's praying.
Lady Alpha doesn't believe, apparently. He thinks something's fishy.
Something might be fishy about this. You know, it might be. But, like, with Seth injury. But, like, the thing is, what I was saying is with multiple knee injuries, and if he did hurt his same knee that he tore before, it's going to be a little bit longer, you know. Okay, but it's going to be a lot longer because he's got to rehab now. He's got to get in there. They got to make sure they get all the scar, you know, what they need out of his knee and repair it. And, well, it's going to be a minute, and I'm praying. Yes, me. I'm praying that Rollins is not hurt. I hope that this is just a story work and that he really damn good at it too. Because when he popped that knee up, like I said, when he did that backflip and he popped that knee up, I was like, that's not right. And he didn't even freaking bend it after that. If you notice, he kept that bitch locked out, you know, especially when he took the BFT. There it is. Blunt force trauma. Boom. When he took it, boom. I was like, he tore his knee again. And that's worst case scenario coming from me. And I hope it's not the case, because then what happens with the briefcase?
Yeah, but like we said, the briefcase is the least of that story. Hopefully Seth Rollins gets his knee is okay.
Yep.
There are plenty of other things we can do without that briefcase. But our other story, the other Twitter topic of the week, is apparently Bill Goldberg's mad.
Yeah.
Apparently he didn't like the fact that, and he's blaming WWE.
Yeah.
It's Saturday Night's main event, folks. WWE doesn't have control over that.
That's NBC.
If anybody cut him, it was NBC.
NBC.
So I don't know why he's all mad at WWE. They let you have a match in your hometown against the champion in front of your family. You got to go out. You got to have your retirement match. Yes, no, you didn't win, because you shouldn't win. It's 2025, Bill. You shouldn't beat anybody in 2025, much less Gunther, the world champion.
Yeah, he went on and said they wouldn't do that to Cena or Taker, you know, cutting them off, talking about. And
again, though, that wasn't their call. That's NBC, and if NBC wouldn't cut them, it's because they're bigger stars than you are, Bill.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh yeah. No, and I love that. That crap was funny. What Bret Hart said. Bret Hart said, I fucking love Bret Hart. All right, but like, look. You got the match that you wanted. You wanted to go out, okay? You can't even acknowledge Asuka as being one of the greater wrestlers out there. Your streak, Bill, was made up, okay? We went from 73 to 140 something in a matter of 2 weeks. So how the hell did you wrestle 70 matches right there, you know, in a matter of 2 weeks, all right? Meanwhile, Asuka was really Asuka, okay, not Asku or whatever you called her, was doing her business and actually winning these matches, and not being told by Bobby the Brain Heenan, hey, I'll get on there and be like, this guy's 137-0. You know, come on. You couldn't acknowledge her. We don't want to acknowledge you today. You know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Sorry.
No, I mean, I'll acknowledge what he did, but I mean, again, if you're mad, you're mad. That's fine. But you're not even mad at the right people.
No,
WWE doesn't control that. It's an NBC thing.
he put a lot of blame on Triple H too for that. I went on and read more of the interview. I didn't watch that interview. I watched Seth's interview over that. But when
I've seen clips on Twitter.
I didn't even see clips. I just saw this quote right here, and then started reading more from Gronk to see what would happen, you know. And I was like, Shh.
That's good shit.
God, that's funny. But yes,
we love you, Stampede.
Yeah, we
That's
do,
great.
man. That was great. I had me guy. That was great.
Those count, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right, so I'm done talking about this crap. I'm done talking about Bill Goldberg.
Bill,
Just like NBC, we're going to cut this short and move on to other things, which is our run-in matchmaker for Amazing Women. Go ahead.
all right.
Tell us who we got.
I should have wrote this one down. All right, so we got.
Why do you think I made you do it?
Yeah, I know. I picked out Stardom, and I was like, oh, I was just watching her matches too. I just literally watched her matches this morning. Oh, not TC. It's on my fucking phone. I got it.
We're
We got
professionals,
CEO,
folks. Don't worry.
Masha. Hold on. I got
Oh,
you.
yeah,
guys.
look it up. And the other three women we have in this match
I got
is
it.
AEW's CEO Mercedes Moné, the TNA World Champion Masha Slamovich, and a former WWE World Champion Io Sky. And then we have the Stardom Champion, who I'm not gonna Mayu Iwatani.
Yes.
Mayu Iwatani.
Yes,
Thank you, Stampede.
Mayu. Thank you.
Why we have you here,
Pulled
sir?
it up. I just pulled it up too.
Stampede, that's why we pay you how much we pay you, which unfortunately is zero.
Zero.
But we appreciate it either way.
Yes. Oh man, this one right here is gonna be a fun one.
So were you just telling us the information, Stampede, or is that who you think wins the match?
That's
I
probably,
also need to know that part.
that's so okay.
DC thinks it's going to be the CEO. Isaiah says it's too close to call.
It is called.
What do you?
Me
You give me what you think, Fred.
I'm gonna go with Masha because she, out of all these women, is more of a powerhouse, more brute force and everything. I get what I was gonna go Mayu as well because after watching all of her freaking highlights today, I was.
And then you couldn't remember her name.
Listen, I'm terrible with names. It took me.
Anybody that watches the show knows that, and they understand it.
It took me.
Anybody that's heard you say four names, we know you're bad with names. It's fine.
Oh yeah, terrible. Oh God, terrible.
And that is Stampede's pick as well.
It took me over a month to figure out how to say Takeshi's name the right way, but
it's still dicey.
It is still dicey. Yeah,
it's dicey.
But no, I definitely go.
Just like I tell you how I cringed when I saw the spot when he threw the that's every time you say a lot of names, I have that same feeling. It's that same tingle going down the back of my spine.
Hey, it's terrible, man. Like I hit my head too many times. Okay.
Now, to be fair, did it take him 5 years to remember Alan Taylor, or did it take him 5 years to remember TC?
No, his real name. His real name. It took me forever to remember his real name.
Okay,
it's funny.
I could see it taking you 5 years to learn TC.
Yeah, no, that was easy.
I'm calling my boy CTE. Calling my boy
CTE. That's what people think I got right now. CTE, I'm playing. All right, but no, I'm definitely going Masha because she's the powerhouse of all of them. I like Mercedes and I like Io and Mayu. Go watch her stuff. Go watch her stuff. Her stuff is electric. Hey, did she just? I know she was with Stardom. Did she just sign with another Japanese organization though? Stampede. I have 3 of these women in my top 10. Oh wow. Wow. Did Mayu
which would be Mayu and Mercedes. I know he's got Io in the top 10, but I think she's like 8 or 9. I'm not sure where he's got Masha. I think that if I remember right, I don't think she's that far lower though.
She's on fire right now. But yeah,
I'm glad you clarified that. After your Fallon Henley comment earlier, I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah. She's on fire right now. That's what I meant.
She's with Marigold right now.
That's what I thought. Okay. I thought she just signed somewhere else. Okay, cool. Now I gotta start watching Marigold. Bull crap.
So I am actually going to go with Io because she is one of the best wrestlers in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I know Stampede has Iwatani as number 1, and I think she has Mercedes at number 2. I actually think Mia and again that's me not knowing as much about Iwatani. I've seen a few of her matches. I have not seen all of her matches like I have with Io Sky. So I would actually put Io Sky there. But I think Io Sky takes it.
Yeah.
I have great respect for all 4 of these. Oh wow! So I was wrong. He's actually got Io Sky at number 2.
Oh
I
wow.
thought he had Mercedes at number 2. So apparently Mercedes is the other one in his top 10 because I don't think Masha's up there.
I don't think Masha's up there either, but I like Masha. That lady's been.
No, she's great.
She's been.
That's why I said I hope she wins the NXT title this weekend and is double champion. She deserves it.
Yep.
She is definitely a great representation of TNA wrestling and
Yes.
NXT.
Even AJ
if
Francis
Jordan-
said that.
It would be one of those things where if Jordan Grace hadn't signed, this would be her in that spot.
Oh,
She was a great
yes.
ambassador between the two. So yeah, and that would be a great match with Jordan and Masha going for the NXT title later on, especially with some of the matches they've had in the past. They've got really good chemistry together, so that would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, out of these 4, I've got to go with Io, just because I think she's the best in my opinion. So yeah,
Okay,
what she
fine.
did in Japan is what got her number 2. But Mercedes is what top? I thought she was still top 5. Is she not 4 or 5? Has she come down a little bit? Maybe. But who knows? All right, that is all the show. We will wait for Stampede's answer on that. While we do, we will head to the final word, which I think is me this week. So I will let you say your goodbyes and let everybody know where they can find you.
Hey, just go follow me on X at Spedrock. You see it right there. It says SP3DROCK. Be sure to join us here exclusively on Twitch for the behind the scenes access, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 or no wait, whatever. I forgot Central Time as well. Yeah.
And if you need any more reason to come catch behind the scenes, you learn that FDR is a treasure hunter and he's been to Oak Island in Canada. Stampede wasn't here for that, but apparently there's an Oak Island, North Carolina, which isn't as cool and doesn't have treasure like Oak Island in Canada. So
I wish Stampede was in that
FDR
movie.
used to go up there, which is just some of the things you hear on our behind the scenes stuff. So come join us over there on Twitch, SP3DRCK over on Twitch. Make sure you give us a follow or subscribe. You don't have to spend money if you have Amazon Prime. You can do it absolutely free. You get 1 free subscription every month, and let it be the run-in. We're trying to get partner over there on Twitch, so
we're
100%.
Anything else? Up every week, but that's about it for me. But thank you guys for coming in. It's been a great show.
All right, we will move on to the final word with Big Mike. Well, I'll be honest, they didn't have a whole lot, but we had a great weekend in wrestling. Whether you like WWE, whether you like AEW, it doesn't matter. Great shows all around. Amazing work by all professional wrestlers involved. Yes, even you, Bill Goldberg. This is what wrestling's about. I mean, we say all the time, Michael from Kicking At It Too kind of got me on that one. Hey, look at that. He's also been to Oak Island and Nova Scotia. That's awesome. Did you find treasure? Because they sure as hell can't. They've been doing that shit for like 100 years and can't find shit.
I can't even say that. How did you say it? Nova Scotia?
Nova Scotia.
Saskatoon.
Yeah, let's not do that again. You butchered all those last week. This is the final word, Big Mike. You leave all that alone. But yeah, I mean, Michael from Kicking At It Too kind of coined the phrase that we like to use as well. Wrestling's a buffet. You don't have to like everything, but eat what you like. So that is 100% what this weekend was all about. If you like AEW, you got to watch an amazing AEW pay-per-view. If you like WWE, you got to see one really good WWE show, a good WWE show, and then a really good WWE show on Sunday. So it's a little bit of everything for everybody. There's also TNA, which has Slammiversary coming up this week. So we're going to continue the big shows, which TNA Slammiversary is going to be an amazing match. We talked about a couple of the matches. Their world title is going to be on the line in a triple threat match. You've got Masha and JC for the women's title between NXT and TNA. Just enjoy professional wrestling. That's what we're here for. We're a wrestling show. We are the Run in Wrestling podcast. We love all professional wrestling. We don't get to watch it all like Stampede does, who watches 37 different promotions every week, and we appreciate it. That's why he's our wrestling encyclopedia. But just come along this ride with us. Enjoy what you enjoy. And then come back every Thursday here at 6 o'clock East, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, and join us. End your wrestling week the right way with no tribalism, none of that, no judgment with the Running Wrestling Podcast. With that, I will say thank you for joining us and have a great week in wrestling.